Yo, what up with it? You two? What's going down, man? Yeah, I already know what it is. Real Boss TV 815. Man, say they talking about I don't know if it's true or not. I just was trying to look it up. They trying to say Zach TV brother just got killed or something. I don't know. What's going on with that? That's crazy. But y'all already know how I do it, man. I'm gonna let a few people get up in here. We're gonna get straight to it. But yeah, I don't know if anybody can verify that yet, but I don't know. That's what somebody said. One of the steppers said Zach TV brother just got killed. But yeah, man, y'all gonna have to rock with me. I'm tired. I'm tired of mud. I ain't gonna lie. I damn near wasn't even gonna go do the live, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and hold it down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna let a few people get in here, man. Stepper, where you at, man? I'm gonna post this link real quick and see if you so if you can explain what you're talking about. Man, where they got it? KY, would you send it on YouTube? I might have to do a whole nother video about that. Cut this short and do something else. You know what I'm saying? But stuff. If you in there, hit that link. See what's going on. Where you see that happen? KY Jones is on YouTube. They come up with no details about it. Big Squid. What they say? Okay, what they say happened to him? Like, well, I'm pretty sure. Like, is it any like details, or is just saying he got shot or something? Well, a few people get up there. Man. Oh shit! What's up with it, James Lee? Well, let me check that out real quick before we get into this Kenneka thing, man. Let's see what they saying about this. Like I say, give me 1 second. So they said Zach TV brother got killed. All right, let's see. I guess he probably might be the only person reporting on it right now. Then the dude talking about Big Squid. Let's see. Just give me a sec. I'm trying to find it. Oh yeah. Okay, I see it. He died. Hmm. So I'm guessing, yeah, they saying his brother did get killed. Let's see. Let's see. Dang, everybody trying to report on it, like right at the right same time. I'm looking at all the things that's no views, but they just talking about it. This is like 6 hours ago. Big squid. Let's see what they say. We gonna listen to that real quick.
Hey, before you watch this video, what if I were to tell you that you can use YouTube with videos like you're watching?
What's up with the infamous?
What's going on, boss?
Shit, but
What's going on? I just caught the tail end and you said something. Somebody reporting you?
huh?
You said somebody's reporting or they're trying to report you or something. You said? Is that what you said? Or you
Nah, I was
just
talking
talking
about
to your out
somebody.
loud?
Nah, I said they're reporting that Zach TV brother got killed.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, that's what you meant. You said everybody's reporting it. I was like, who's reporting on you?
Everybody just
Oh,
reporting.
okay. You were just talking out loud. Processing information.
I don't know why this shit sounds so low. Can you hear that?
No, it's like real. Yeah, it's real low. I can hear it, but can't decipher what they're saying. Somebody says shut up. That's all I can decipher.
Mm.
I'm gonna put it on mute and then I'm gonna put it on my TV, but I'm gonna be on mute.
And ain't nobody really saying much about it. Trying to see what this dude said.
I can hear it on my TV, on my surround sound.
Well, that shit probably too soon for anybody to even be knowing or saying why that shit happened. Now, it don't really seem like nobody's saying much, but just saying that he got killed. But let me check out this shit right here.
All right, I'm gonna stay on mute because I can hear it on my surround sound.
See what they're talking about.
I'm heated right now, man. You don't even know what I went through today. I'm over here venting in my house. I'm like, mother, yeah, saying a whole bunch of hood.
What's up with
I'm,
the
I'm, I'm
KJ
like, you
Jones?
can't, you could take somebody out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them. You know what I mean? Kind of heated because my toilet overflowed, and I live on an upstairs down. I just moved in, right? So, and then it starts dripping down right by my refrigerator, and then it goes down like downstairs, and I'm just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, right? So then I go to see there's an emergency number, like a typical maintenance thing. No, no emergency number. So I was like, oh, I'm heated because I got my kids and shit. And then they just turned the water off with no, they didn't call, they didn't say nothing. So all the water's off. So it's hot as hell in my house. It's like 115 degrees up in here. Well, I'm heated. Like, if you don't like your job, just because we live in the hood doesn't mean, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. There's a certain standard of living, If you don't like what you do, then get a different job and let somebody else take your place so you can do it. You can't treat people like shit just because we live in a certain neighborhood or. My son's all,
Yeah,
I'm so hot, mom. I'm hot. I'm sweating. And I just figured out because I tried to turn the water on right now. I'm like, I wonder how long this water's been on. So the cooler's not working. That's why it's hot as hell in
yeah.
here.
They're
Okay.
saying Zach TV brother got killed around the same spot Zach TV got killed at.
Right. I just find it very strange that that little boy is the only person who knows. Not even the news is broadcasting this, so that's kind of strange to me.
Who is that speaking?
Kai.
Oh, okay. You said it's kind of strange that the news ain't speaking about it yet.
Right. Only he got that info. That's kind of strange to me. I don't understand that. That's kind of weird.
Well, I see a lot of people reporting on it now, but it's like they're all reporting right now, like no views, but it's there. Everybody's reporting on it, but it's not. They're not saying much because it ain't much to say. It's like fucking 1 minute videos and stuff, just saying that he got killed, which is crazy. I don't know, but I guess we gonna figure that out. Once the movie
Another
actually.
time we should
Yeah,
get
it's
back on.
obviously it's obviously no information about it because I just looked at all the videos and ain't nobody got no video no longer than a minute. They're just saying that he got killed or whatever.
Right.
They don't know.
Strange.
Hmm.
Well, to wait for the news to finally come out with it. Shit, knowing they be lying.
Yeah, man. But hey, so some of y'all said y'all went ahead and watched the movie, right? I see Lisa Love watched it, Sky watched it for sure. What's up,
What
Shantice?
movie?
It's a movie called A Party Gone Wrong, and
Hmm.
basically,
On YouTube?
yeah, they got it. It's on YouTube. You got to rent it for like $2.
Oh, that ain't shit. What's the
Yeah,
about?
and the thing about it is, this movie
A party
not
on.
only is it like play for play on the Kenneka Jenkins case, it's like a lot of
Oh,
subliminal shit in there. It's like a lot of subliminal shit in there that's
what the
telling.
fuck?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
telling, and actually, I kind of feel like the story that they telling could be very true
right.
because the way
About
they
what
did it.
actually. Look at
Yeah,
this
the way
shit.
they did it is wild. It's just wild. Like it starts off just like how Kanika didn't want to go to the party. The black girl, got a new job. She didn't want to go to the party. Her friends, convinced her to go, and she didn't want to go because her ex was gonna be there, right? And one of her friends was messing with her ex, and she knew it. So is a little tension right there. She still went. It should get deep. Like I got a couple of clips from it and stuff, but
It's
the
like
way that
somebody posted it on from LMN Lifetime movie based on a true story.
yeah,
That
I
ain't the
believe
one.
it's a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, they're very creepy and full of shit.
Yeah, it's a Lifetime movie, but like I said,
It's on Netflix.
the thing about it is the way that they put together is it got so many facts in it, and
I'm gonna go back in
it's
the
not a
chat, okay?
YouTube narrative either. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
it's on YouTube now free, so I'm finna watch it after this
Hmm.
shit because it's already starting off irritating. I'm already feeling it.
Yeah, and
Huh?
see, look what Lisa Love said. What hit her hard about the movie is that they said they were supposed to get a girl that nobody cared about, that they thought nobody would care about. You know, somebody they could just snatch, nobody would come looking for them and shit.
That's sad. Who says shit like that?
Let's see.
Does have a black underground. Please
Hey,
watch.
what's up with it,
Not
Jay?
Boss
running.
man,
What's going down, man?
just tapping in with you, fam. You know I come in and check your program out from time to time. I fucks with you the long way.
Already. Yeah, I
Oh
see,
yeah, I'm
man.
from Dallas.
Yeah, I wanted to speak on. I see you speaking on Kenneka.
Yeah, yeah.
What I
We was
wanted to,
talking about so some subscribers they had hit me up and they was telling me I need to watch this movie that they made on Lifetime called A Party Gone Wrong, and it shocked me, man. Like, not only are they hitting every aspect of Kenneka Jenkins' case in this movie, they shooting subliminals like they really know what happened, and their story makes a lot more sense than anybody's.
is it a
I bet
movie or a documentary?
It's a
it's a
movie.
movie. It's on YouTube now, free. Once you type in "a party gone wrong," it'll pop up. It's a black lady on the front screen. She should be feeling stupid about herself, even playing that role. The fuck?
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna peep it out then for sure.
Yeah, I'm talking about like it's kind of throw, and we gonna break down some shit that I've noticed some subliminals in it because, like I said, with this movie, it's kind of it's kind of like exactly what everybody thought, but a little bit more specific, and also a little more realistic. You see what I'm saying?
That's fucked up. I don't think
It's a
I.
little bit more realistic than you know how everybody thought everybody it was all this and that. It's kind of
Right.
simple. It's kind of simple. It's a little complicated, but it's kind of simple because it's the way they laid it out. It sounds more believable than anything I've seen.
Yeah, I always
And it's
believe that.
oh my god,
I
people
always
losing their
believe that like we'll never get the full video
truth.
or the full from the hotel. We'll never get the full footage and the full video because it's a liability issue. They can be
Yeah.
sued for hundreds of millions of dollars, and I
That
just
prison. Fuck that. Go to jail.
I just
They
don't
need to
think
go to
we'll
jail.
ever see the the full unedited version of Kanika's last hours because the hotel they in control of that footage, and it's a liability issue. They could be sued for hundreds of millions of dollars, and I just feel like they'll never make the full video available.
hmm
That's
And
just
look,
my thought.
I also found a little thing that Chicago had put together in their investigation explaining the timeline. But one thing about the timeline is what is missing is TY's live. Like when they describe this timeline that I'm gonna show you, there's no room for TY's live. So that makes me wonder because they're saying when you seen Kanika in a video in the bathroom with Monifa, that's right around the time before she left out of the room, which don't make it that much sense.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
They're saying the Snapchat video of Monifa and Kanika, they said that's Kanika's Snapchat, and it's timed at like 2:30 or like 2:15.
Yeah, I was gonna ask like, yeah, what's the time stamp on it?
Yeah, they're saying it's like 2:15,
Okay.
I don't
and then she came
believe.
up missing around 2:30 to 2:45. You see what I'm saying? So where was the TY's live when all this shit was going on? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense.
Well, I heard he was in a different room. They had more than just one room. So there go the conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
Okay, let me ask you this: what were the rooms adjoining? Were they adjoining rooms?
You know what? I think it is because 924 and 926 is exactly side by side. So they go by even on one side, odd on the other.
So it was an adjoining room, so they could get easy
Right.
access from room to room. Okay.
But see, even so, see, like, even it. See, the crazy thing about it is like the focus. Like, I know a lot of people say it could be these joining rooms and all that, but the only thing that's not making no sense now is if that Snapchat where her and Monifa was in the bathroom is around two something, then when did Kenneka get drugged? You get what I'm saying?
Well,
It's cutting.
they're
It's cutting out because it's showing that she was. If that's the time that she was in the mirror with Monifa, she was perfectly fine.
hmm.
Watch, I'm gonna show you that because they lay down the whole timeline. This is their official report of the timeline and the timestamps. And it's
I
just no
don't.
room. It's no timeline of her getting like. There's no time for her to get messed up. She look. She went. She actually pulled up to the hotel at 1:20 something. She was missing around 2:40. She was in the bathroom in the mirror with Monifa looking perfectly fine around 2:30 or something. I'm gonna look at it again and we're gonna see how this should look because now it's like it's making some shit look really, really off. You know what I'm saying? Something's off like a mug. Like
Yeah, some ain't adding
it
up.
don't got and it don't got nothing to do with the rooms and all of that shit. Like they definitely uh jumbled that footage and time and shit around. Now you could just tell because the way they put it together, they didn't give it no time for Kanika to get messed up or drunk or nothing. And what's that? Somebody's stuff making a noise. Let me see. What's this?
Is that me?
Nah. Oh, that's Kiki. That's Kiki. But hold on, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna share. I'm gonna show this real quick.
Oh, what
Let me
I
just
do?
Nah, it's just your mic doing some crazy stuff. It's making some crazy noises.
Oh, probably
So
my phone's beeping. I'm sorry. Somebody's calling me. I apologize.
hold on, what I'm gonna just mute you while you talk on the phone so it makes the noise. So I can see something.
Thank you.
What is it? What in the hell? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Why
Yeah,
is
I had
it?
muted my mic.
No, you good. So
That
let's
was
see
loud.
here. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to pull this fucking video up, but I don't know why. I'm using a different browser, and this shit got me confused. Oh, here we go. Give me 1 second, because this shit timed out. Go to this timeline real quick, so I can make some sense out of this shit. Man.
Hey boss, if your thing does that, like when if it makes noise like that when somebody's like calling or whatever it may be, do you put it on like do not disturb and it probably would eliminate that? No, I'm just curious. I didn't know if you put your phone on do not disturb so it doesn't.
No, that wasn't me. That was the old girl.
Oh no, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that was
Like
old
if you
girl.
have.
Somebody was calling
Oh.
her. Uh, let's see here. What the hell? Come on now. Okay, so check it out. So y'all can see that, right? So she left home at 11:30. You know what I'm saying? She arrived at the hotel at 1:13. That's them
See,
coming
that ain't
up in there.
true. Up top, it says
13.
12:23. I don't believe the damn timestamp they gave us because up top on the actual recording, it says 12:42. It's skipping hella different times. So this narrative they gave us, I don't believe this shit.
But see, the CCT footage is a different time zone because the people that own it, it ain't gonna be the exact. But she did pull up around that time. That's been confirmed. She did pull up around 1. It was late because like remember that's why it was September 9th. The party was on the 8th, but after 12 it's the 9th. But see, look, it says this now. It's saying around 3 a.m. right here. It says as Jenkins and her friends prepare to leave, she realized she doesn't have her keys or cell phone. She waits near an elevator as her friends receive her belongings. When they return, Jenkins is gone. They start searching for her. Now, that is true. That is true because that's in the parents and her mom's case file. That she was standing by the elevator, not by the door like everybody thought. She was standing by the elevator, and they admitted that they have a camera by the elevator that seen her standing by there. You see what I'm saying? So that's true right there.
So
But
that is
this
true.
is
Okay.
yeah, because it's in the actual files of her mom case. This shit. So, but this is what for the mess that was messing me up. So they're saying this is 325, 322. What's this? Should go back to the Snapchat video. It's gonna say, or did I skip it? No, I didn't skip it.
Yeah, this was definitely after she was drugged.
My internet is terrible.
Nine-one-one. Where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends they said that they left on the front of the hotel, and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old. So what would you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's you. You could tell not to be saying. You could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right. Period. That's why I came out here myself. So when do you? How long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Well, you can file it at any time. It just like I said, just give it a little bit of time. If you hadn't heard from her by I want to say about 10, 11 o'clock, then by all means, give us a call again. You can come to the station, and we can help you out from there.
Okay. Thank you.
All
Well,
right.
I'll do that. Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Okay. Okay.
No, you're very welcome. Have a good day.
I gotta go back. Hold on, I gotta go back because I think I skipped what I wanted to show y'all. I wanted to see this Snapchat thing. Okay. Okay, so yeah, see, okay, look. So 217 it says Jenkins posted Snapchat video that appears to show her in a hotel bathroom with Monifa at 217. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was timestamped at 2:17. Okay.
Her Snapchat, they're saying her Snapchat said that she took that at 217. So now I'm trying to figure out when was Ty's live, and there's no way she could have got now you know she definitely was drugged. She couldn't have got messed up that fast. Because you know, if you seen the video of her in the mirror with Monifa, everybody thought that was before the party even got crunk. You know what I'm saying? They thought nobody was there yet. But they're saying that's
Yeah.
217. Think about it. That shit ain't adding up. So when
I'm
they're
trying to.
saying
Yeah, I'm trying. That ain't. Yeah, that timeline ain't adding up.
so now no no okay, so 217 they're saying that Kenneka went live on did a snap with her and Monifa in the bathroom, and that's when everybody thought everything was cool. Ty and them wasn't even there, and they're saying that's at 217. Now look at now we're gonna keep looking at the timestamps, and let's figure out at what point did she have to get messed up? At what point was Ty's live? See, okay, look. So that now they're already saying they prepared to leave at 3, and she was just so that means that would mean from 217 to 3. I guess is when all this happened that fast. From 217, the only way that would make sense is that 217 is right before Ty and all them got there, and all the partying went on, and Kanika must have got drugged and fell asleep on the bed and all of that within just that like 45 minutes. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense, bro.
Nah, it ain't adding up though. It's just something ain't adding up.
Nah, yeah, that ain't making no sense, man. Cause and then how would it get that packed? With you see what I'm saying within that time, like, cause if Kanika and Monifa was in the bathroom, then all of a sudden now you see a whole bunch of girls in the bathroom and it's lit. She had an energy drink in her hand. Like that's only giving 45 minutes for all of that for everything to take place. And remember, they said she was sleeping on the bed for a little while. So I mean, at 45 minutes, how can all of that shit happen, bro? That don't make no sense to me. Let's see what it say right here.
Yeah, I remember she had went to sleep on the bed.
Hmm.
I don't
At
know.
what point did she even sleep on the bed?
Yeah, yeah. At what time exactly? What time did they pinpoint her falling asleep on the bed?
At what time did everybody else from the party get there? If it all happened in 45 minutes, that means everybody came in, like damn near all the people. The party got that crunk in like 20 minutes or 10, like 15 minutes.
I don't know. That ain't adding up. I mean, you need an icebreaker. The party ain't gonna get crunk in no 20 minutes. I don't care where you at. You need an
And
icebreaker,
they're
and then
saying that
maybe
She already went into the freezer about 3:32. So it's like not even a whole hour. So look at this. Basically, they're saying, and not even a whole hour, the party got crunk as hell. Everybody got drunk as fuck. Kenneka was drugged and slept and woke up and was finna leave and end up in a freezer in less than a whole hour. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's kind
All
of
that took
that's
place in
pushing
less
it.
than 1 hour. If she was sleeping, I mean, there ain't no way she could have slept at all.
That ain't adding up.
Definitely ain't adding up, man. This shit don't make no sense. Let me see, where's my stream over there?
911, where's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I'm at the Crown Plaza at O'Hare Airport, and I was calling because my daughter came to to a party here last night, a gathering with her friends, and now her friends they said that they left on the front of the hotel, and she's not able to be found now. She's 19 years old. So what would you suggest?
Well, again, the only thing I would suggest maybe just give her a couple hours. She could have went she could have went somewhere with one of her other friends. I mean, and who knows what her friends are saying is true. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You could tell not to be saying. You could tell it don't sound right. I'm a parent. I've been young before, and it's not sounding right. It don't sound right. Period. That's why I came out here myself. So how long does it take for me to file a missing person report?
Well, you can file it at any time. It just like I said, just give it a little bit of time. If you hadn't heard from her by I want to say about 10, 11 o'clock, then by all means, give us a call again. You can come to the station, and we can help you out from there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All
Well,
right.
I'll do that. Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Okay. Okay.
All right, you're very welcome. Have a good day.
Okay, so at 8:29, the police come because her mom and them are up there knocking on doors and stuff. They say they search the stairwell and all that, and they leave, but they tell the family members to contact them if they get any more information. See, so they found her September at 12:23 a.m.
AM, yeah.
301. Everything 10-4?
Negative. I have that subject in the kitchen in a freezer. She is frozen solid.
I just removed that part. That's when they pulling her body out of there.
Yeah. Don't need to see that again.
Yeah, my bad. I had my mic muted. Somehow I accidentally threw my StreamYard into a whole nother browser, so it's not connected. So I got to go back and forth in a weird way. But check this out. So now when we get to this movie that we talking about, that I feel like they spilling the beans. And what's so crazy? I'm gonna let y'all hear the message that they give at the end of this movie to youngsters. You see what I'm saying? And they break it down and they tell you like, hey, this is real life. It's not a joke. It's not a game out here. This type of shit is going on, and we all know what they're talking about, right? The organ harvesting.
Yeah,
Okay, so check this out. This is how the
Sad.
movie. I'll go ahead. What you was finna say? Was she finna say something? Now this is how the movie start off, and to me this is like a crazy. It's crazy because it's like it makes you under. Uh, it makes sense why her hair was messed up and maybe why her feet was all and her pants was so dirty. Watch this. Okay, so in the movie, the play was already ran for them. What they was gonna do to her at the party or whatever. But this is like whenever she got so messed up to get home, her friends left her with somebody that was supposed to take care of her, right? You know what I'm saying? And these people took her
right.
straight here. And this watch what happens. Why don't do all that? This shit show is it showing?
Crazy. That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Okay.
Two girls. Wow.
Yep.
Sick. Yeah.
Now
Sickos.
now check this out. Now the thing about it is, okay, so really it's only two people that's in on it.
Yeah,
It's her friend and her friend's brother. Now, her friend's brother works for these people that do this shit, and they get big money, 100,000 per girl. Now, the goal was to just get some female or two females that nobody don't really care. Nobody don't start go looking for her because the plan and the only now check this out. The girl, she is friends with this girl, and she listens to anything her brother says, but she don't want her friend to get killed or nothing, right? Like that. Okay, so this is the play that they're doing, which we have seen this in real life happen too. Their whole thing is to get the girls, drug them, you know what I'm saying, put them in a freezer, drug them, when they pass out, remove what organ they have from them that they won't, staple them back up, and they wake up alive and just got a scar. You see what I'm saying? That was the plan, which I know. If you ever
Oh
heard,
my
even out here in the city, it was on the news. A couple people woke
damn.
up in a tub full of ice with a scar, and later found out that they kidneys or whatever was missing.
So her kidneys was really taken out
Or
for
appendix or
that
something.
fucking
Yeah,
pop.
that's crazy.
That's sick.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sickening.
On
That's
this movie on this movie they was going for her kidney. Yeah, on this movie they was definitely going for her kidney. And in real life, they was doing that to people. They was actually doing that to people. People was going to the clubs and getting drugged, and then wake up at their own house in a tub full of ice with a big scar, and not even realizing that one of their kidneys is gone. That happened in real life. So that's the play. The play is not to kill them, but to just take an organ from them that they can live without. You know what I'm saying? And they just wake up, they don't know what happened. They had a wild night, and they stitched up with that quick stitch stuff that's like glue, which don't leave that big of a mark. See, if you see it in this movie, you're gonna see how her scar is, which indicated that somebody already did that to her before. So they was like, damn, they didn't know they didn't know if they could use her because she didn't already got hit before like that. Which
so
is
they end
which
up
like I
doing
said,
that.
well
Oh,
in this movie, her mom came looking for her and they saved her. They saved her. You see what I'm saying? In the movie, they saved her.
oh, ain't that the happy ending? Some fucking sick fucks.
Yeah.
They sick
But see,
fucks.
but check this out.
Excuse
What
my
made it
language.
so
Enough is
what made
enough.
it what made it so crazy? What made it so crazy is this girl in the movie in the beginning, she's starting a new job, just like Kanika was, like at the nursing home or whatever, right? So she didn't want to party or kick it or nothing like that. Her friends persuaded her to go.
Just
And she
like
didn't want to
Kanika.
go to the party because her ex boyfriend was gonna be there. Just like Kanika's situation that was saying. And she found out that her friend was messing with her ex boyfriend.
Wow.
You see
That's
what I'm
sick.
saying?
That probably
Now,
really would that fucking happened with Monifa whole ass.
yeah,
Oh
so
my god.
I'm gonna show you a little clip of when her friend leaves her with this person and she kind of feels bad about it. Like she kind of had a bad feeling because remember, they was just gonna get paid 100,000 and they're not gonna kill her friend. They're just gonna take her organs, stitch her back up. She won't even know it's gone, type of shit. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was the play.
Really did that. And she ended up dying.
Well, in the movie,
Oh,
she didn't die, but we know Kanika did.
right.
Probably because Kanika fought. Now, this girl, she almost did end up dying because she was fighting back, but her parents made it there in enough time to save them because they found her phone.
Ain't
They
that some
used a
shit?
GPS tracker and found her phone, and they found their way towards where she was at. Let me see something. So watch, but look at this. This is what I want to show y'all too. Let's see something. But that's what I was saying. Like, okay, it makes sense. So the play was never to kill her; it was just to get that money. You see what I'm saying? But it went wrong because they're feeling like, hey, she's young. She won't even. She won't even. It won't even be missing. Like, because Selena Gomez, all she has is one kidney. Like, you can live with it. She wouldn't even know that her shit's missing. She'll just think she had a scar. She fucked up or something. At a party, she ain't gonna think about it. Which is that shit is actually happening in real life.
Yeah. Real talk.
People woke up and didn't know this shit and didn't find out till like months later that they're missing a fucking kidney.
Just like that young man that they found rolled up in that wrestling mat. They said that he was stuffed full of newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
What? Who?
Yeah,
Kendrick Johnson or something like that?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Kendrick
He
Johnson.
was his in
Yeah.
yeah. He was stuffed with newspaper, shredded up newspaper. I
News.
think. Mhm.
Let me
That
see
is so
something. I
sad.
don't know this. But look at this. So let's see. Go back.
There's a movie. Isn't there a movie? Isn't it like a? I can't remember. What it's like, not Travelista. It was something like some kind of movie like that. And they were getting drunk on that little deserted island or whatever, and they were taking them off. And after like the college kids would get drunk or whatever, and they were the natives would they would take them all up in the hills or wherever to go harvest their organs.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
There's a movie. I can't remember what the name of the movie. Something Easta, I think it's called. Something like Travelista or something like that. And like it's like they go like on spring break or like you know what I mean. They go on like a break and they all go to this like wherever they go to some nice island and they're like this is so nice because we have it all to ourselves and they're all getting drunk and there's a bartender and everything and they get so wasted they all fall asleep on the beach and there's a whole bunch of them but they realize that certain people are missing because they were trekking them off in the in the jungle part of the island or whatever to go harvest their organs. That's why they were basically kind of soliciting them to come. Yeah, to come have their break.
Okay.
To have college kids come have their break and stuff over there. I can't.
Okay.
It was like in another country or something.
Okay, now check it. Now look at this. See, I didn't want to put too many little small clips, but this is another thing I wanted to mention too. That's so precise to the story. Okay, so when they're at the club, the black girl whose organs they wanted, which would be Kanika, her friend was pouring her drinks. Her friend is the one that drugged her. Her friend was the
Wow.
one that was pouring her drinks. Just like they said, Monifa said she was making her. She's the one that made her drink. So, no, you know what I'm saying? They made that just like that the same way too. But look at this right here. Let's see.
Called Turistas. That's what the movie's called.
So this is like when her friend has her, she's all drunk and shit, and her friend's about to run the play, and she kind of feels bad about it because she know what she's
What
doing.
time is
But
it on the fucking clock?
you said
Cause you
what?
know her watch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No,
That's funny
what?
that you caught that. It's funny that you caught that. I don't know. Hold on. It's funny that you caught that. Is it going now?
I mean, to play that they gave her to the boys.
Look at this shit.
I don't. That shit is just real. Them girls is wrong.
Dude, they don't even know that they into this type of shit. You see what I'm saying? Look at this shit. And they just trying to get some money. They not trying to kill her. They just trying to get some money. And the plan was she's just gonna wake up with a big scar. She's not gonna be hurt, bleeding or nothing, and she ain't even gonna know it's gone. Now let's see here. So now what I want to do is I want to put I want to go to the ending of this shit. But y'all gotta give me a second while I do that because there's a message that they say at the end. That's a deep message. You know, this is a Lifetime movie, so look at this. If you watch the movie, it says based off a true story.
Oh my goodness.
So at the end of it, you know how Lifetime is, they be trying to give you messages. At the end of it, they're gonna give you a good message about this type of shit. They're gonna say, hey man, this stuff is real. Be careful who you know what I'm saying? Like your friends will set you, will do that for you, do that to you for a good amount of money. Like they was getting $100,000 per girl, and the girls are gonna be perfectly fine, can go back to cheerleading, doing whatever. They just gonna have a scar and have something missing that they could go without. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna break that down. But watch this. I wish I would have put this audio beforehand, but I'm finna pull it up. Y'all just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. It's so crazy because I got the movie on my shit. I wish I could play it, but I can't do that. Like
Copyright.
the shit is crazy. Like you'll probably watch it 2 times at least. Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. Alright, so it's already starting. Let's see. Don't tell me it's this browser. Oh, there we go. And my shit is messed up. I didn't accidentally went into the Edge browser instead of my Chrome browser, so I done messed up on that part. It's lagging. I mean, it ain't lagging, but it's just slow as hell. But I'm almost there. Hold on. So it's right about here. Let's see.
What about that one mom that she couldn't find her son?
I'm almost to
Hell
it.
no.
All right, so they pretty much got everybody. It's not showing it, is it? Is it showing it? Oh yeah, it is. I cannot do that. Fuck me. All right, I'm gonna just let y'all hear the audio though. Now watch, listen to what they say. They're gonna give you a good message.
because we had the love of my mom and our friends to not let us be a statistic.
Okay, so you heard what they said at the end. You heard the message, right? Did y'all get to hear that clearly? Could y'all hear that message at the end though? Yeah, she said it. She said that this type of crimes wouldn't be so easily done if they didn't have these crooked surgeons that specialize in doing this shit. They can seal you up real quick with that new this like fucking that glue shit. Like if they take it, they get in there real fast. They seal you up real quick. You can wake up with a scar and not knowing because they know exactly how to get to it. You feel what I'm saying? They don't have to make a big ass hole in you to grab it. So you gonna wake up and just feel it, and just see like a little scar that look like it's damn near healed already, and be like, damn, I must have got drunk and fell and cut myself, and you could be going on living your life and never knowing that you missing an organ until you get older and go to like a get a real examination and shit. And they've been doing this type of shit for a while. So if anything, I feel like they made that shit for a reason, and it's say based off a true story because the whole play wasn't about killing her; it was about getting some money. She was supposed to be fine. They was just gonna get the money. She's young. She ain't gonna miss it. She's in good health. You see what I'm saying? Just think about if Selena Gomez can do it with one. You know what I'm saying? A 19-year-old or 18-year-old can live with one. That that's not gonna affect their life to where she can't still do her regular tasks. So to whoever that was involved, they probably felt like she. I mean, that's a lick. So you mean y'all ain't even gonna kill her? Y'all just gonna take something from her? She gonna be perfectly fine, and we get 100,000? You gotta think about it. The shit is crazy. Now there is one more thing that I do want to show. I gotta see if I still. I know I still got it, but I gotta find it real quick. I really was gonna do a separate video about it, but
That's like Jelani Day too, because he worked in the medical field. He was going to school, wasn't he, for medical? And his mama was looking for him, and they found him floating in the river. And it's like, there's no way that he could be like his eyes were missing, and they're like, oh well, the fish probably, like the elements probably got to the other the whatever animals were in the water or whatever. And she was like, there's no way. And every he was going to medical school, so it could have very easily been like how you're saying, people that were going to medical school with him, or people that that had brothers, that older brothers that were already doctors, surgeons.
hmm and see and look, and the reason why I feel like that shit with Kanika's case, the reason why I feel like this shit applies so much to her is because when they're telling the story, they're telling you their intentions was not to kill her. And when you look at Kanika's case, it does look like that wasn't intended to kill her. You see what I'm saying? They was trying to do some fucked up shit, but because they wouldn't have to do all this editing and shit. If they, you see what I'm saying? They had to do all this editing and shit with Kanika's case because she ended up getting killed. If the shit would have went right, then nobody probably wouldn't even know what the fuck happened. You see what I'm
They could
saying?
have OD'd her
Kanika would have
when
just
they
yeah,
drugged her
Kanika
up,
would have
or she
just
could have hit her head or something.
yeah, Kanika would have if everything went according to plan, if this shit just like how this movie is saying, Kanika would have woke up and went home and be like, damn, I ain't getting fucked up like that ever again, and have a scar somewhere, not even knowing. You see what I'm saying? That somebody done took something from her. That's how serious that shit is. Like
Did
that's
they
how.
say that she had any kind of like head trauma or anything like that, Kimiko? Or any kind of like, like you said, like they weren't intending to kill her, but like something happened where either they gave her too much of whatever it was to drug her up, or maybe when they were putting her in there, she knocked her head, or whatever the case may be, and it didn't go out as planned, so he just left her.
Yeah, I mean, she probably tried to fight. She's probably tried to fight because look on the. Oh, okay. So look, damn. This is what I forgot about. Okay, so check it out. On the movie, the fucking freezer wasn't supposed to be on, right?
I see, I see.
And the surgeon was mad because look,
Because you have
the
to wait for
girl,
them to be regular temperature to.
yeah, well, because for one, they
They have to
had
be
to drug
vitamins.
them up again because they was sobering up by
Oh
being in a
yeah,
freezer.
yeah.
But see, the girls was trying to get out and hit a switch and turned on the freezer in the movie. But in real life, the freezer on the movie, the freezer was never supposed to be on because they were supposed to be already passed out of there, and the surgeon was just gonna go in there and cut her open and grab it, seal her back up, and go on by their way, and
Yeah.
drop them off. You see what I'm saying? Drop them off somewhere.
Yeah, and then they have to be vital organs too. They
Yeah,
have to have actual blood flow and all that stuff too. They can't be
yeah.
frozen.
And see, and now, but what fucked it up was by the freezer being on, the girls came up out of their fucking comatose. They sobered up fast because they fucking like freezing to death, right? So when the surgeon come in there, the freezer's cold and the girls are sitting there like shaking and looking at him. She was mad at the dude. She's like, "What the fuck did you do? Why'd you turn on the freezer?" He said, "I didn't do it. Them bitches did it." You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, I think what it was is Kanika was supposed to be knocked out and she came to. She was fighting it. Like she was walking. If she was walking around, it looked like the way she was walking around, she was fighting not to pass out. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? Like the girls was supposed to be like knocked out, so that forced the surgeon to have to hurry up and do it while the girl was alive. So they didn't care about if she died or not because she see them and shit now. You see what I'm saying? She was telling like, man, you might have to kill her now since you didn't fucking do it right, and they're not fucking knocked out. So they had to roofie her up again, and she wasn't fucking like draining going. So they had basically tried to do the surgery on her while she was awake and hold her down. And then I guess they was gonna have to kill her at that point. But her mom and them came, but they was gonna have to kill her because she seen who they was now, which is so crazy because again, just like in real life in her situation, they said the freezer was never supposed to be on in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
And then these surgeons, they have that complex, that God complex. You know what I mean? So they probably get all pissed off, like, "What the fuck?" You know, like you guys are doing your part the right way, or you know how they have that God complex, that ego. especially if they do been some crazy sideways stuff like that too. So I don't know. I don't know if you understand where I'm going with that.
Yeah, because look, the surgeon, the only thing the surgeon was supposed to do, this was supposed to happen. They're supposed to go inside their freezer, which was supposed to be turned on, and them girls are supposed to be straight knocked out, drugged. You know what I'm saying? The surgeon gonna come in there and remove the shit in less than 10 minutes and stitch them back up with that super shit, glue shit, that real fast, so that it's gonna leave like a little scar. See, they only have to cut a certain, not even a fucking inch. You know what I'm saying? To pull it out, they got the tool. You see what I'm saying? So
And
it's not even like they have to cut them
they're
wide open.
educated exactly where these organs are. Yeah, because they went to school for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's what she was saying at the end. It takes these type of surgeons that do this shit to know. See, like that's what I'm saying. Even in real life,
Like centimeters or
like
whatever.
even at the funeral home, what the way they do that shit, like they put a little hole and pull out some shit. They don't have to cut you wide all the way open and nothing like that.
Well, even like
How
women,
you
when
would
they have
imagine.
cesarean sections, they could do it like right on the bikini line and just barely cut right
Yeah,
there, and
yeah,
you get the baby.
that's exactly what she was doing.
Right, right, right.
That's exactly what she was doing. See, people imagine that it's gonna be like a big ass blood everywhere, but no, they just go get it, seal her up real quick, boom. You see what I'm saying? Shoot her up with some shit. Let that scar gonna start. You see what I'm saying? By the time she wake up, she ain't gonna be in no pain. She just gonna think like, damn, I wonder what the hell I got into last night. You know what I'm saying? She gonna feel fine. There ain't nothing gonna be wrong with her.
That's fucked up still. I don't give a fuck. They all wrong.
And they do that shit in real life. Like I could pull it up, man.
Shit.
They found people out here. Man, watch this. I want to see if they got the news. I want to see if they got a news clip. Look, this is how this is how real this shit is. Watch this. I know they got it on the news, but I'm finna pull it up right now. Let's see here. 'Cause there was
They
two
do that.
people.
They do that stuff like other people in other countries. Like if they're trying to pay their land tax, like because the economic, they're not in the U.S. And there's black market. I watched the where they were tracking like all the way to where it comes from, like black market gold, black market like the horns that they take off the or the tusks that they take off the elephants and the rhinoceroses and stuff. Like she was like trailing back all the way where it started, and she did the organs. And there's people here in the U.S. because they can't get on the list or whatever. They can. There's like a way you can market where people from other countries, like they're trying to save their land or their farm or something, and they do it willingly. But it's like all in the hush hush, and they have to find, a place where they can do, go get it done, and everybody be okay. But the person said that they'll pay big money for it. People that are waiting for organs that can't get on the list here in the United States.
Yeah, see, that's what they were basically saying, like that people are not really as conscious or aware because they think that this procedure and the way they do it is very complicated and all that, but it's not. All you need is a greedy surgeon and a crooked person to lure a girl. The surgeon gonna do their job. So all they got, whatever the surgeon give them to knock that person out, that surgeon only need them to be asleep for probably like 15 minutes, and the surgeon gone. Pew, she's sewed back up, and she wake up and look around and don't know how she got there and walk off. You see what I'm saying? That's how easy they do it. That's what I'm trying to see if I can find a news clip about this shit though, because there was actually two different reports of some people that went out on a night of partying, got real messed up, woke up in their tub, filled with ice, and later on realized because they had a scar, and later realized that one of their kidneys was missing. and everybody was like, "What the fuck is going on out there?" You see what I'm saying? Like this shit happened already before. What is this?
I'll be right back.
Look, okay, look, I got it right here. I mean, but okay, so I want to. They said that I want to pull it up on YouTube. I'm looking at the news report right here. So they're saying, so people thought that this was a myth. They're saying that there's the unwary travelers drugged and used as unwillingly kidney donors by bands of organ thieves. Drug travelers awaken in ice-filled bathtubs only to discover one of their kidneys has been harvested by organ thieves. And they got a whole name for this. It's like a group of people that's doing this kidney theft, and they're saying it's actually true. This shit is crazy. Let me see here. Let me see if I can pull it up on YouTube. I know it got to be on the news.
So this was recent about the travelers you're talking about.
Yeah, it's been going on for a long time. It's been going on for a long time. Revenge, 10 organ. Look, it's been going on for a while,
Oh my goodness.
and they call them the kidney thieves. They saying that this is a. Let me see here. 3 years ago. I don't know. I want to play this shit. Um, yeah, they got it, bro. Like they got a lot of shit. The village of stolen kidneys. Like they was getting travelers. Or look at this. Watch this. I'm gonna show this one. They were getting travelers. They were getting like anybody, like travelers. That's this was a lot of it happened in the 1990s. Let's see here. And this ain't even a recent one because I seen recently, like maybe like 4 years ago, it was on the news that two people have reported this happened to them, and they did have their kidney missing. So I really was trying to find that. Yep. One of them said they was out at the night. They had a dude was at he said he was at a strip club, and you know he just woke up like not
Just raw.
remembering shit, just thinking like he must have had a wild ass night. You know what I'm saying? Like some hangover type of shit. Didn't realize his kidney was missing.
That is so fucking sad. People's getting desperate out
but one
out
still
here
stands
now.
out to this day. The email was intended to warn unsuspecting travelers about a dangerous, well organized gang operating in, well, any travel destination. This gang had only one thing on their mind: stealing your organs. A traveler would go out, have a good time partying, make some new friends, and then the next morning wake up in a bathtub full of ice with their side stitched up and a note that reads, "If you want to live, call 911." Their new friends had drugged them, stolen their kidney, and were now on their way to sell it on the black market.
So you hear what they said though? You hear what she
If
just
you
said?
want to,
She said
call
she said that
911. What the fuck?
look, she said that their
Oh,
new
hell.
friends, they said that new friends that they met out there partying or traveling sold their organs, got them messed up, put some in their drink. You see how they said went out partying and sold their organs and they woke up. You see what I'm saying?
That is sick.
Stitched up.
Motherfuckers losing their fucking minds. It is not that serious for no fucking money. I'm sorry.
I mean, 100,000.
I wouldn't give a fuck if it was a billion, trillion, gajillion. I wouldn't give a fuck.
But that just lets you know, like that people they don't care about you. You see what I'm saying? Shit. And the thing about
They
it is,
watch and
and then and the
cough.
thing and then the thing about it is the crazy thing about it that makes this procedure so crazy is you're gonna live. You're not gonna die. You're just gonna have a missing
Most
kidney.
people don't die.
Yeah,
That
no,
girl
no,
died.
no. Well, no, because something went wrong. You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying they've been doing this for years. Like, just like whoever, when people donate their shit, they don't die. They take it, stitch them up, they go on by their way, right? They're just
Oh,
doing
hell
this shit
no.
illegally. So, and some people mind and the crooked person mind, they like, well, shit, she ain't gonna die. She gonna still be good. She's just gonna be missing a kidney.
That's what makes it
I'm gonna get
worse.
100,000.
Off somebody else's organs, why not go donate your own? Probably already did.
Probably already did, right? That's
Shit.
what I was gonna say. Probably did get 100. Now they want another
I
hundred
did.
thousand. Like shit, I'm down with this. I'm down with this nigga.
Sick as fuck.
Hmm.
That shit don't make no sense. And it's just so sad to see how our economy has just evolved to like people is getting that desperate they're kidnapping people and just doing all types of shit. And that's a little ass girl. That's not even a grown woman. Feel me? Like in all reality. So like I'm 26, so thinking from my perspective from back then until now, like I gotta count blessings on that I didn't have to experience life in that
Hmm.
degree. Like that's sickening to me.
Because look, that's
Going
that's
through
why
hell.
I say, well, look at this. Watch when I watched that movie, I understood perfectly because I already remember when it hit on the news that two dudes that was out this way from out of town partying, same thing happened to them. They woke up in a tub of ice with a note saying, "Hey, you'll be okay" or something like that, and had a scar. And one of the dudes, he didn't even trip because he was in his own house. He said he was with a couple people that he just met out partying. He just moved out this way, so he didn't even trip. He found out like 2 months later that one of his kidneys was missing because he said
Oh,
he was having a little pain in his side a little bit because because he drinks a lot. He said he drinks a lot and shit. He started feeling a little
oh yeah.
pain, so he went to the doctor and they found out one of his kidneys was missing.
And good shit. That makes it worse. Whenever a person know a person abuses something and then still wants to remove a kidney they're eventually going to need, not valuing their life, that
Hmm.
shit is just, it's not okay. It's just
See
not
that?
all
Yeah,
right.
that's what Sis Break Free said. Yeah, they've been doing. See, that's the thing. They've been doing this for years. And see that movie that we was just watching. That's
Wait a
just
minute.
like that.
And
Yeah,
it's sad.
that's just like the Kenneka Jenkins case. At the end of it, like the movie says based off a true story. And then at the end they did say, "Hey, we're doing this for awareness. We want y'all people to know that there are people, surgeons that this is what they specialize in. They can come get your shit in 15 minutes, man. All you gotta do is be passed out, not like in a deep sleep, drugged, and they gonna come snatch it and seal you back up and be gone. You gonna wake up with a headache,
People are going
thinking
and
that you
get
done
it.
drunk too
Get
much or something."
muscle. Look that. Shit. And
See,
that's why the
you
government.
gotta be specially trained. You gotta have years and years of experience to do this shit like that. Cause they know how to get to. They don't have to open you up too much, and they got this shit to pull it right out, put it in a bag, put that glue shit on you. That that instant shit that seals you up. Because think about this, your like a wound would heal faster if it's sealed faster. Like if it's not open long. You get what I'm saying?
Oh
That's
wow.
okay. Because
That,
think about it. Think about this. Think about this. That's why you always see like them UFC fighters and shit when they fight and they get their eyebrow split. They hurry up and put that shit on it, right?
uh-huh.
So it starts healing real quick and they're not leaking real bad and they can continue fighting.
Oh.
It's the same
Oh
shit
wow.
because that's how fast they opening you up and closing you back. See, it's only gonna make a big wound if you open up for a certain amount of time. They gonna open you straight up, boop, pull it out, zoop, zip you back up. You see what I'm saying? Real quick. So that scar ain't gonna look too nasty. You gonna think, oh, I must have scraped, I must have ran up. You know what I'm saying? I must have fell or did some shit. You ain't gonna think somebody opened me up and went inside and took something.
No, but that is something to feel me. They should have been made aware, Anyway, it isn't just sex trafficking out there. It's all different types. And just to be more aware and just cautious around for your like children, mainly the
Mhm.
children. Right? This has gone beyond like I feel our government control because if it's got into a 19-year-old girl, you could just imagine what is really going out there. All children, like something
Yeah,
needs
like
need
you can imagine what's going on in these countries that don't really give a damn how they
that
get
part,
down. You know what I'm
and
saying?
that's
We out here in America, we walking around privileged and shit. In a lot of
right.
countries, you can't even go out and party like we do without some crazy
You
shit
know,
happening.
and shouldn't nobody have to be subjected to that? Like, I just feel they need to everybody need to be held accountable. The children too, if even if they were involved or not, they need to be held accountable for what they did. Like,
And look, and at the end of this Lifetime movie, that what they basically trying to say is like, if you're gonna go out, man, I know you want to have a good time, but at least have somebody that don't drink that's gonna be sober, because all of y'all fucked up is not gonna be good when it comes to these people that's targeted. You see what I'm saying?
right,
If everybody's
even
fucked up, you need at least one person that got a gun on them or something too, and don't drink or nothing
oh,
that can catch this shit a mile away and be like, "Hey, nope, what you doing?" You see what I'm saying?
right, but I'm not saying per se a gun. Like to do your thorough research. If you know you're moving or like you're going out to like a foreign place, you don't know if you are alone, buddied or not. You don't sit down your drink. You don't let nobody make your drink. Even the like bartenders, I would watch them too prepare my drink. They grabbing
And
a
see,
clean.
and the only reason why I say a gun, because you gotta think about this. I ain't saying you gotta have a gun, but I'm just saying like, like women, most likely a lot of women, y'all should definitely have some kind of protection. But you gotta understand
Like
this: when the play
you
is,
are
look at this, when the play is already in motion, and you catching on, it's out. They're gonna go through they're gonna do whatever they have to do to make it go through. They're not gonna be like,
right,
oh, okay, oh, you caught me. I was trying to try. No, they're gonna try to go through with it. If they get halfway through with the plan, get your homegirl around the corner, then you looking for them and you run and see them, they're not finna just give you your homegirl back because they already got her. You see what I'm saying?
right,
That type of shit. Is it
and
that's
that
because they running the play the whole time. They've been posted up at the club before y'all was there looking. You know what I'm saying? They know what they gonna do.
right. They know the surrounding areas and shit,
Yeah.
and that's just crazy. Like what is possessing people to do all these crazy things? Like this shit should not be It's just it shouldn't be made available, or like I'm more than sure the government. It is just crazy how the police was like involved in Kanika's case allegedly. Like I don't know. I just want the real truth to come out. I just want her to actually receive justice. She really do deserve it. She came a long way just to have like her life snubbed. That's just it. Don't make any sense.
And then also you see how that on the screen it says reality, right? In
You mean for?
reality, no, I'm just
Oh
saying
no.
like I was saying reality when they're explaining this shit, this type of organization that does this. In reality, a place like Crown Plaza that's very huge, there's a lot of wealthy people in there. From time to time, she could have ran into anybody. You see what I'm saying? That was on that shit. Just like at the Cecil, the copycat killer. This see a lot of people don't talk about this shit, but at the Cecil Hotel, remember when that dude was killing all them girls, right?
You mean
At the
what is that
Cecil.
man name in out there in Chicago?
Something Ramirez or something.
Are you talking about in Chicago? Where was it?
No, I don't think
For,
like this. He was doing his way. They call him the Night Stalker.
oh no,
Yeah, you've
I
heard of
heard
the
of that.
Night Stalker. Okay,
Here, I'm
the Night
googling right.
Stalker. What he would do is he would go around renting rooms in large hotels and was snatching up girls, mostly like prostitutes and stuff, or girls that he thought nobody would be looking for. Right. So once they
Sounds
got
like
him,
this.
yeah. So look, once they got him, check this out. Once they got him, he was sitting a death row. He actually was on a couple of TV specials and shit because everybody wanted to know like how his mind works while he was doing this. So so now
Right.
your mic messing
Alright.
up again.
Praise. Ew, look at
Our mic was messing up. But check this out. Yeah. They called him Richard Ramirez, okay, the Night Stalker. So 10 years later, a lot of people started coming up missing and shit again, right? And they were thinking like, damn, maybe there's two of them. Maybe we didn't get them. And come to find out, it was this rich dude that used to be a news reporter that was uh, staying at big ass hotels like the what I'm saying, Crown Plaza and shit like that. And the crazy story about it, you just got to look up the copycat killer. I did a show on it like 3 years ago. He was per, he was actually this dude had his game down to a T. He had uniforms that looked like he worked there, and he was acting like he was housekeeping and giving people Tylenol and stuff, which was really poison. And he'll come back in their room when they're dead and do crazy stuff to their. You see what I'm saying? And the only reason why he get look at this, he was so slick. He was helping the cops like investigate whoever did it. The reason why that he got caught because he did something funny, and one of the police came back to his room to look for him to ask him. He got so caught up in the play he was running, like he was helping the cops out, he was riding with them, he was sending them to he was giving them leads and shit. So one cop came to come talk to him or something, knocked on his door while he out in the hotel somewhere running a play on somebody, and the door cracked open and they seen a bunch of panties and shit on the floor. So they went in there and they found out that this dude had cameras set up around the hotel and everything. He had a housekeeping uniform, he had a maintenance uniform, he had all these fake credentials and shit, and he was the one doing this shit, killing all these people the whole time. And he was rich. You see what I'm saying? He was rich. That's why he could just stay. Like he was just renting rooms for weeks and months. You know what I'm saying? And just like he don't got a big ass house, and he's just camping out in these hotels, waiting on people to get. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at Crown Plaza, that if like the people that's in that business, that would actually be the perfect place to go because most people that's there, they're gonna be from out of town or they're gonna be partying or something. You see what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be the perfect targets. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that nobody's gonna come looking for real quick because you out of town, so people probably ain't gonna be looking for you for about a couple of days because they know you out of town on vacation or something. You ain't even from the area. You don't live out here, so that's more easier a target. You know what I'm saying? These hotels and shit, and made it so. What's so convenient about Crown Plaza is it's right close to the O'Hare airport. So almost everybody that's there is from out of town. They flying in. They're not even from out there.
Just that's just crazy. This is just sickening me. And I'm just looking at him in court and shit. He looks delusional.
Who you looking at
Like
right
how
now?
are you doing this at the Night Stalker?
Yeah, the Richard Ramirez dude. Yeah. Oh no, your
Yeah, but
phone, your phone
I
doing
guess
that stuff it's doing.
they made a movie or something about him because this look like two different people.
Yeah, look, they made a movie about him too. Yeah, they made a movie about him.
And see, this is the sick part. They're pretty much praising what he did. They're like they made him famous instead
Yeah,
of
look.
holding him
He
accountable
had
for his
look
actions.
this nigga was so slick, like so smooth with it. He got married on death row. This one girl loved him so much, even though she knew he did all that shit. They say he was like literally a superstar. And he on death row. He was getting interviews and everything on death row, on TV and all that, and got married.
Wait,
He got married
this,
while he was on death row.
this is sick.
Now I'm
Sick
like, why would
shit.
she marry? Like this woman ain't scared. This woman married him.
Oh, I see her, little white bitch, little
Yeah,
brunette,
yeah, on death row. While he was on death row, she
little
married him.
dumb bitch. Huh?
And they say all he did was
Okay.
smile. He didn't have no remorse. They say you see him he's smiling, got his hair did and shit, gelled up. You know what I'm saying? Got gel in his hair, like he ain't did nothing
Wait,
wrong. And that's why everybody. That's why
why
all these
do her
people was
face look
interviewing
like
him.
that?
You said what?
Look like she is wearing. She look like the lady's wearing a mask. Her face is extra white. Like fuck, it don't even match her damn skin complexion at all. Looks creepy. Her
That shit
lips
probably
stuck
crazy.
together.
You
Delusional.
probably gotta look up the see. Okay, look, I'm gonna try to find my video and see if I can see about the copycat killer. This dude right here, he
So
wanted
somebody
to be bigger. Yeah, he wanted to be bigger than Richard Ramirez. He wanted to be bigger.
Charles Manson, is that who that
Hmm
is? Yo, cause
I'm
yeah, I
trying to.
see the
I can't
picture.
remember his name, but I'm gonna go. He started reenacting what Ramirez did like 10 years later, after that
Oh
happened
hell,
with Ramirez. You know what I'm saying?
these people is fucking retarded. Need some real help, some therapy, and a nice ass.
I don't know what's going on with your mic though. It keeps doing
I'm
it. I
probably
don't know.
losing signal. Yeah, I'm probably
You have
my damn
another
reception.
tab open or something.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm not on the regular YouTube.
I'm gonna try to find. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find my video about the copycat killer. I did this shit a long time ago when I barely was even YouTubing that much. When I first did the Kenneka Jenkins case, because when I seen that, I was like, man, these motherfuckers been doing crazy shit in hotels for a long time. So I just had to do something about it. And I know I haven't. It got to be way at the bottom, but I know I got it somewhere. It's gonna say copycat killer. Let's see. We're gonna take a look into that, man, because that. Let's see. Video. I know I got it. I was doing this. This even before they had streaming software and shit. When I did this, hold on, I think American. Hold on. Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, come on, I know I got it, man. Oh, here it is. Cecil Hotel Copycat Killer. Bam. And look at this. I did this a long time ago, years, because I felt like it was. I felt like it was like real relevant because people don't understand that it's just some sick people that be doing this type of shit for fun. Like people are literally doing this shit to get kicks out of shit. I'm gonna play that. Sounds good. It's gonna look this. It's gonna show all the people he killed and shit, man. That shit crazy. Watch this. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, here we go, right here. Bam. This is gonna be part one. So I want y'all to subscribe to my channel if y'all want me to start dropping more content. Uh, I like to look, you know what I'm saying? When I do my research, I like to look at all aspects of the situation. I don't just run with one thing just because it looks good or sounds good, which is no offense to nobody as far as the theories. But before I really just run with something, I try to take a look at everything. Now, first off, I want to let y'all know. I mean, now I've been following this Kenneka Jenkins case ever since it happened. I've been on every video, every social media group for Kenneka Jenkins. I've done everything from top to bottom. I even was like one of the first people to get the walkthrough because I looked it up and I seen somebody did a walkthrough of that hotel like 2 years before that happened, just to show you how she could have got to the kitchen. But first off, I want to jump this off now. Some people probably might not like this. Some people will. Now, I know everybody wants to go on the fact that her friends are some top-notch just killers and they know how to get their hands dirty and clean them and they work with the laws and these little kids are just out of control. Like, damn, we should put them in special forces or something. I don't know. Now, not saying that they didn't do anything, but I want y'all to know this. Best believe in history, this isn't the first time that this shit has happened. This isn't the first time that women, children, men have come up missing in hotels. And it's right under our nose. Now, let me ask you this. Do you know that they made a show about an infamous hotel that had so many people get killed in there with no evidence? It's called the Cecil Hotel. After this, I'm going to show you a video of one young lady that disappeared from there a few years ago. Same scenario. No camera footage, you know what I'm saying, in the hotel. She just disappeared. But first, we're going to get on this. Now, in the Cecil Hotel. It opened in 1927. Since 1931, it has gained a reputation for suicides and other violent deaths. Now, with that being said, come to find out, they wasn't suicides. You know, I'm just scroll down here. 19 Manhattan Beach, 65, 46-year-old was found dead in his room after ingesting poison capsules. Now, at least 10 people have died from that situation, which is weird, right? Like, we just come to this hotel to pop poison or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with this? A man found 25 dead. See, look, that's why I wanted to point out. Does you see? I said at least 10 people died from taking acid pills. So the dude that was mimicking the shit, what he was doing, he had housekeeping uniforms. He had all that, so he could play like he's housekeeping, bring you some pillows and shit, and if you need some Tylenol or something, he'd give it to you, but it's not Tylenol. You feel what I'm saying? It's scary when you think about it, but it's not Tylenol. So when you take it, he know you finna be out there. He coming back in there. You see what I'm saying? And doing, you don't even want to know. You see what I'm saying? This is what been going on. This already type of behavior already been going on. Self-inflicted gunshot went to the head. He did not leave a suicide note. Another woman found dead in the room at the Cecil Hotel. The dude had slashed his throat. It just goes on and on. I'm just let y'all take a look at yourself. I want to sit up here. A Navy officer was found dead in there with poison. Poison. That's a good little, I guess. Let's see. We're gonna keep on going. I hope y'all can see this. Went to labor. All kind of crazy stuff. People jumping from seventh floor windows. Now, did y'all know that another Crown Plaza somewhere recently, after Kenneka Jenkins died, somebody jumped out the window? But they didn't give you no coverage on it because they said she was obviously was a homeless person and suicidal. Okay, and what I just spoke about right now happened at the Crown Plaza. Okay, and I mean, and this I don't even have to jump another jump from the ninth floor, and this happened at Crown Plaza too. Like a couple of months after, if you Google it, Google. Now look at this. Are y'all catching on to this though? Two different people they saying jumped from the ninth floor at a Crown Plaza before. What floor did they say Kenneka and them was on? That's crazy to how that's a coincidence, but I don't know. Crimes, deaths at Crown Plaza. It's going to show that a woman, uh, probably like 6 months ago, jumped out the window and killed herself, landing on top of people that were sitting in front waiting on their taxi. Ninth floor, jump out the window. Look, it's all the same. A retired telephone operator dead in the room, raped, stabbed, and beaten. And see, this is when they started really going off board. The killers was going crazy. Then, now, body of Elisa Lam. I'm gonna show you a video of her. 21-year-old Canadian student was found inside one of the water supply tanks on the hotel roof. Lamb had gone missing almost 3 weeks earlier on January 31st, 2013. Her decomposing body was discovered by a maintenance worker in one of the rooftop water tanks after guests had complained about low water pressure and the water tasting funny. Wow. Authorities later ruled Lamb's death as an accidental drowning, but she was in a water tower. And she was naked. She was butt naked in a water tower. An accidental drowning. Don't nobody go swim inside a water tower? They got a pool in the hotel, man. Come on, man. This shit right here just really gets me mad, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. 28-year-old male found outside the hotel. They say he might have committed suicide by jumping from the hotel again. Look at this. Black Dog is one of Los Angeles' best known unsolved murders. All of these are unsolved. All of these are unsolved mysteries. Now let me get down to the nitty-gritty right now for you guys because y'all think I'm playing. Now, you got to understand when you look at these things like Kenneka Jenkins and all that, these killings, you got to understand that. Yeah, I just in some ways I just feel like y'all giving these kids like way too much credit. Way like if they had all that power, they probably wouldn't even be in Chicago like that no more. They wouldn't even be. I mean, if they had that much connection, that much shit, working with the laws or whatever everybody wants to say, you know what I'm saying? it wouldn't add up to their lifestyle. I mean, just because they're black doesn't mean they'll stay rich. Any black person, if they got a chance to get up, if we got connections and making money like that, I mean, they're gonna change it up. They're not gonna be sitting there. I mean, I don't know. You just gotta use common sense, bro. These kids don't have FBI connections and shit like that. I'm just letting you know that for sure. Now, what I want to do, I want to go ahead and show you about these killers here. Come on, man. Yeah. So we're gonna go over here now. Basically, let me jump it off now. Check this out. The people that do things like this are very, very smart. You see, this is one of the first killers. Now, the first killer, he was very, very smart. He had the fucking whole city in a hotel right under his fucking wing. Like they did not know anything about this shit, bro. This dude right here is so fucking smart that he's been staying in that hotel, him and the other killer. There's two of them, 40 years plus, killing people. He's been staying in this hotel so long and he's so smart and shifty that he was tricking people that he was a maintenance man. He'd have played security guard. Even one guy was telling the story. You want to and then I went to the front desk and asked who he was, and they didn't know who I was talking about. That was him. That was him. Check this out. The other serial killer, he used to be an actor. He got so good that the workers thought he worked there. This dude got computers in his room that is hooked to the security so he can see everything. He's watching every victim. He used to watch every victim for like a week. Come on, just go do your Google Cecil Hotel and the killers, and then you'll be able to see. I don't want to make this video way too long by just telling you what he did. Known as a Night Stalker, was chief among them. He committed his first murder in San Francisco at the age of 24 and continued his rampage over the next year, mostly around LA, based out of the Cecil, until he finally got caught in August of 1985. Now, ain't that a long ass time? Look, and then with this part, he was killing these people. They didn't find, how a lot of killers are. They don't want to tell until they're like dying, and then they want to get their little 10 minutes or whatever fame. So once he died, once he got caught and he got too old, he started telling everything. His victims, men, women, children, were chosen randomly and killed in a variety of ways, with whatever weapon was handy, often after a sexual assault. Most reports suggest that he influenced as a teenager by his cousin Mike A. Green Barrett, who bragged of committing horrific acts in Vietnam. And the Night Stalker was the first killer. Now the second killer was so into this first killer. This is how crazy people is. The first killer, once the first killer got caught, the second killer was like, "Wow, that's so cool how he did that. I'm gonna go." So the second killer that did the most, he went to the Cecil Hotel, started standing there posing as a news reporter, like he was doing reports on these murders and stuff. And he was creating his own murders to report. Who does that? Now, this second killer, he has a degree in almost everything, meaning he worked as a security. Okay, hold on. I just wanted to pause it because I wanted to point this out. Now, you get what I'm saying? The second killer, he's a news reporter, and he was killing people and reporting on it. That's why the laws was working with him. They didn't even know he was the killer. He was actually creating his own stories. He was killing people, and he was following up on leads and reporting it. He's a news reporter. Ain't that wild? That's wild as hell. That boy, hey, it ain't funny, but that's some wild shit for you. Dude, he knows how to do cameras. He has all this special ops type of shit. He can hear you talking in your next room. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. 13 counts of murder, 5 counts of attempted murder. See, he started being sloppy. A few people got away. He was on death row and he died. Let's see. Now, there's another killer I want to get to. Yep, sentence to death. I want to see what's called. Let's see. What's up with it, Leah? Oh, underwear. Okay, that's how I do it. Okay. Murders back home. All the prostitutes had. See, this dude, he was killing what he thought was, what he would consider prostitutes. This other dude would have been sexually assaulted and strangled with their own bras using a distinct ligature. See, this is one of the dudes that he pretty much got away, but he started getting real sloppy. Just scrolling down here, I want y'all to see, I know y'all can read. Now, what I'm going to do now is, like I said, I want to go back to what I'm saying. These two dudes terrorized this hotel for years. Had everybody. You know what I'm saying? Had everybody just lost. Nobody didn't know anything. The hotel didn't understand. They thought the dudes worked there. Like, they was at the hotel for so long that they posed as workers. Ain't that funny? Very funny. Very, very funny. It's not funny, but if you get what I'm saying, with this Kenneka Jenkins situation, I was just like everybody else. Oh yeah, they had to say that this had to happen, and then I started questioning myself. Well, why would the hotel go through all that to cover up for the kids? Or maybe they're working with the hotel. Maybe maybe the hotel's paying these kids, and they're really living some kind of lifestyle. And it's no matter what, it still don't make no sense. And if you compare these murders, it's the same MO. Missing camera footage, no evidence, no witnesses, no witness. Parliamentship, Parliament. Now, this is the one I want to show you this most recently. Because the Cecil Hotel, see, I want y'all to do some more research on it. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe my channel. I'm gonna show you a lot more things. I'm gonna show you a video too. But you got see the Cecil Hotel, they were having a problem because and this is what I don't want to happen with this Kenneka Jenkins case, man. The Cecil Hotel were having a big problem with once they got rid of one killer, they got another copycat killer come because of all the news press, all the stuff on the news about the Cecil Hotel. It intrigued other killers to come and copycat the killers that got caught. So, like I say, this ain't the first time that this has happened. It's just that with the new technology with Facebook and all that and Snapchat, you know, it got out there. It got a lot of media attention. And this cases went viral, but there is so many lives have been lost in these hotels, and nobody has said nothing about it. Now, I want to tell you about Elisa Lamb. But first off, the last thing I want to let you know is okay, now the second killer that was at the Cecil, right? This dude posed as a news reporter. So everybody at the hotel, they liked him. They dealt with him. He was real cool, had a great personality, all that. And he's, you know what I'm saying? He's doing all that. And they love him. So nobody suspected him as a killer. And that's just basically what it boiled down to. Now, what really amazed me about this dude is he was thus far one of the smartest people that I've seen so far on this. Not saying there's not other smarter people, but this dude had a degree in everything. He had a degree in everything. So it's just like there wasn't nothing that he couldn't do. He actually killed some people and then came in there and did the news report on it. Hmm? He was killing people and doing a news report on it. How you like them apples? He was killing people and coming in and doing a news report on it. Now, with that being said, I want y'all to reevaluate your thinking a little bit. I mean, it's these little kids really part of a crime mob and they're making all this money? And I mean, come on, man. And then you got to think about it in Chicago. I mean, that's just anywhere, bro. You don't even motherfuckers with money don't even have to do all that shit to get to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to put on no motion picture just to do that. I mean, especially if you got all this money. That's just something to think about. But I want to get into this Lisa Lamb because I just want to show you what I mean. This has been happening for years. Kenneka Jenkins is not the first person that this happened to. And it's sad to say you never know what's going to happen because it's like these things don't stop. People use these hotels as their ground to prey on people. I mean, because it's so it's so easy, especially if the hotel isn't up to date and people are running things over the hotel's head and everything. So let me get into this video right here for you real quick. Now this is Elisa Lamb. Just give me 1 second. It's only 1 minute. If you hear well, we ain't gonna get into that, but even one thing about it, even with Elisa Lamb, what's so crazy, that was at the Cecil too, which Cecil was already infamous for people dying, whatever, suicides, everything. The thing about Elisa Lamb, like, okay, we all knew that she had schizophrenia or whatever, but for some reason, that didn't stop her from traveling the world and going out to party at clubs and stuff with friends. So her schizo, whatever they had said she had, couldn't have been that damn bad if she's out there traveling across the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, she obviously didn't need a caregiver. But one thing about Lisa Lamb, what I read about it is, okay. Even the detective said himself. He said when they brought the conniver dogs, they said the dogs sniffed her body by the window with the staircase that can, or she can go all the way up to the roof, right? So they're saying that they believe that's how she got up there on the roof, right? But then they turned around the back door and said the only thing that don't make no sense is she climbed the roof and went across to the tower, why the dogs didn't pick her scent up on the roof. You see what I'm saying? The dogs did never get a scent of nothing of her on the roof. And from the part that she climbed, she would literally have to walk all the way across the roof to get to the water tower. So they was scratching their head saying the dog would have definitely pulled, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just, I don't, you know what I'm saying? They really couldn't explain why the dogs didn't pick her scent up on the roof, you know what I'm saying? But they said the dog did pick her scent up on one of the floors close by a window, but that's about it. So the dogs didn't pick her up nowhere else, climbing all the way up there, going all the way across, or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then what what was even more crazy is if you see the top of the water tower, the little thing that you gotta go jump into. It's like kind of small, but she's small enough to fit in there. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of like larger males couldn't fit in that little hole, but she is skinny. She could have fit in. She could fit in there, and they couldn't understand why she was naked either. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't have no clothes on, and they said the way her clothes was let. So check this out. The hole that they're saying that Lisa Lamb crawled in was so small that they couldn't get her out the water tower, like by putting a crane or putting something down in that hole and pulling her out. They had to cut a hole on the side of the water tower, let all the water drain out, and let her come all the way to the bottom, which they were saying, I can't remember exactly what they were saying, but they said it was some positioned to where her clothes were like that way she was laying. Yeah, they said the way she was laying. They said maybe it's a freak way her body got turned that way, but the way she was laying wouldn't imply that she went in there and drowned, like the way she was laying in there and the way her clothes was positioned. So they investigated for a while, but they still had in their investigation they still had questions that they couldn't answer themselves. They were scratching their head because they was like the way that they found her doesn't, from all their time investigating, doesn't appear as if she jumped in there herself. But they can't explain how she got in there or why she is naked. So it was like that's just like another one of them cases where they exhausted all their resources investigating and they just left the shit alone. You know what I'm saying? But that case wasn't a clean cut, you know, where they felt like, you know, she was she was accidentally put in there. And another thing that they said that they couldn't understand is her body wasn't deteriorating to the point where it should have been if she was in there that long. Because remember they said, which is this is a crazy thing. They said the reason why they found out she was in the water tank because people was complaining about the water tasting funny, but her body wasn't like decomposed to the point where their science would say suggest how long she was in there. So when they went to the autopsy and the decomposition of her body, it would it was insisting that she was in there a week later than what they thought. Like when she came up missing, like with the science and the technology wise, they were saying like this don't make sense because it looks like she only been in there for not 2 weeks, like maybe a couple days. And that's another thing they couldn't figure out. So that's, I mean, even though they ruled it as an accident, they could not come up with logical reasons why a lot of this shit wasn't making sense to them. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't come up with like all the science they had, the technology. They was like they still had to admit to themselves, well, this part right here don't look like an accident, but maybe they said maybe the reason why she was laying like that, they said maybe because of the flow of the water, which it don't really have no water flow, or the water pressure was low, so it wouldn't have spent her over like the way she was in there. Like they tried to figure out some shit to explain it, but they really couldn't. You know what I'm saying? They really couldn't. Because they said basically in general, like once you drown, I think your body it either is going to be floating upside or face down, and hers was the opposite of the whatever scientifically way that you would drown. That's what they were saying. Like if she actually just drowned, she would have been facing a certain way that she wasn't, that which would imply that somebody dropped her in there. Like she was dead already and they dropped her in there. But they just didn't have no proof to say that. And they was just like, even science can be wrong sometimes. They just said it could have been numerous things that could have made her be float like laying the way she was in there. But that shit was weird. And they could never explain. They said the dogs, see, they said when they brought the dogs up there, the dog should have picked up her scent and they would have found her in the water tower a long time ago. But the dogs didn't pick up her scent. The dog only picked up her scent in the hotel room on one of the floors. They didn't pick up her scent and on the roof, and she done walked all the way across the roof and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing about Lisa Lam, which is crazy, is she likes to get on roofs and take pictures and shit. That was like a hobby, and that was like a thing that she showed on her little site where she was meet. See, people didn't know she was talking to somebody on one of these sites. It wasn't like a Tinder or nothing. It was like I know somebody know what site that she was on. I know somebody, and she had all her pictures of her standing on roofs taking pictures and stuff. So to me, it's like she could have had somebody that that knew what she was into, like and played that role with her. Could have been up there with her or anything. It's all kind of possibilities, man. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about all these incidents and shit that don't really make no fucking sense at all. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. And now after watching this movie that's based off a true story that's so close to Kenneka Jenkins' case, that make me wonder like who wrote this shit, man. Y'all look this. Y'all need to look that up. I'm trying because it's a Lifetime movie. So look, Lifetime normally do reality movies. It's based in it, and when a movie first comes on, it says based off a true story. So I'm thinking, who the hell wrote that shit? Where did they get this script from? Because that would mean that they had to been sitting here watching the Kenneka Jenkins case for years and years and knew a little something, and probably, you know what I'm saying, the way they put it down, like the way they dropped that shit right there is crazy. But it's called A Party Gone Wrong, man. And that shit right there, that makes more sense than probably anything I've heard so far. That they wasn't, whoever did whatever, if whoever did something to her, their plan was not to kill her. Their plan was just to have her passed out, do that little quick thing, boom, boom, get up out of there. She wake up, headache, safe, go home, got a scar. She'll find out later, you know what I'm saying, whatever happened. You know what I'm saying, if she's missing something. But since she's young, so she ain't gonna feel, you know what I'm saying? Like if you take something from an older person, they're not, see, that's why even when organ donators and all that, they want younger donors, because your body, you can survive better with one than an older person can. You know what I'm saying? Your shit is fresh. Your shit is like at the strongest point that it needs to be. Like once you're 19, all your shit is like 100%. You see what I'm saying? She didn't smoke. She ain't got 10 years or 15 years of smoking in her, background or nothing like that. She's you know what I'm saying? She's young. Her whole body has reached the maturity level. Her organs and stuff is like 100 ready. See, they're not like an older person. That procedure might cause some complications because they already might have health conditions and shit. But a younger person, they can take, like whenever you was a kid, you got friends that got their appendix or something removed, and it was back playing football the next week. You see what I'm saying? All that type of shit. Be right back on the field. Now with an older person, it'd probably be different. The older person might feel a little, but a younger person just gonna get up and go, wake up like, damn, I don't know what I did last night, but I got a headache like a bitch, and I got a scar right here. I must have fell and ran. Ain't no telling what I did, but they just gonna be happy that they good and just go home and not even talk about it to nobody. You see what I'm saying? Not even talk to nobody, because they probably feel ashamed of themselves that they got that messed up and they don't know what they did. And that sound better. That sound like the play right there. That sound like the play. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like the play. I don't think that they was trying to kill her or they wanted her to die. It was probably just about some money. She was gonna be able to go home. You know what I'm saying? and that's it. Which like I say, man, that shit is crazy, man. That shit right there is off the chain. Hey Amber, are you on here? I'm trying to see if you watched it. So I know Lisa Love watched it, but I'm telling you, you probably gotta watch it. See, okay, look, what helped me understand it so good is way it was presented to me because some a subscriber came to me and said, "Bro, they telling the whole Kenneka Jenkins story in this movie." And I said, "What do you mean?" They said piece by piece. Everything that you ever heard about Kenneka, the way they did this movie. So I was already looking for key points. The first key point was it started off she didn't want to go to the party. Her ex-boyfriend was there. She didn't want to go there because he was there, and because she got a new job, and she just wasn't. She was trying to change her way. She didn't want to do that party and shit. And her friends were like, "Man, come on, man. At least party with us. You finna start a new job. At least kick it with us one more. You know what I'm saying? Before you get out there and start doing all this, kick it with us one time." And then she found out her friend was messing with one of her with her ex. And but they they swept. They didn't care. They didn't fight over because she got a new dude anyway or something. And you know what I'm saying. They went out. They said she had one cup. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, I was like in the movie they said she just had one cup. That's what you know. And they was like she messed up. So they 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 was trying to get rid of her like so they can keep partying. See, they want to keep partying. So her friend gave her over to somebody else that's supposed to take care of her and take her home. So they can keep partying. They went back and partied. They left her with somebody and they went back and partied in the movie. But the friend that left her knew what was gonna happen, but they didn't know that but she in her mind she knew that she was gonna be okay. She wasn't gonna get killed or nothing. They was just gonna take something from her, seal her back up, and drop her off maybe in front of her crib or some shit. Like she just had a big hangover, and you know what I'm saying, and don't know who she jumped in the car with or some shit like that. And then they split the money. Her and her brother that was in on the shit. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. The movie is called A Party Gone Wrong. And then it shows, look, so you know how everybody was wondering why Kenneka's clothes was so dirty and her hair was messed up? It's because she was fighting and the dude drug her on the movie. She was fighting, the dude drug her by her feet and her hair, and she was kicking and shit, and her hair was getting all messed up, and she was all dirty because he drug her on the ground because she was fighting. He tried to put her on his shoulder, but she was fighting, so he just drug her through the little hallway, the dirty ass hallway, and that's why her clothes was all dirty on the movie. You see what I'm saying? And her hair was all fucked up because she got drugged by her feet, and she was kicking her feet all crazy and shit. So you know, and then with Kenneka, you seen one of her shoes was off and shit. I don't know. It's very interesting. Like man, that shit right there. That damn near want me to email the director and say, hey man, what made you come up with that story? And them by them saying it's based off a true story, and at the end of it saying what they said about being aware and how this shit is easier. It's easier, easier done than you would think because you got professionals that can do that shit. They can take your shit in less than 15 minutes. All you gotta do is be knocked out, and they're gone. Because in the movie, what fucked it up. See, the crazy thing in the movie, what fucked it up for the surgeon. See, with the surgeon was a woman. When she pulled up, they supposed to be in the freezer, still knocked out. The freezer wasn't supposed to be on. So when she pulled up, the freezer was still on. So the freezer was on, got turned on somehow. Somebody did something stupid and turned the freezer on, and the girls was coming to. They was waking up because they was losing their buzz or whatever. That shit was coming off of them from being drugged. So she was like, "Man, now I gotta fucking drug him again." Like, damn, you stupid. What are you doing? I'm supposed to be in and out. I'm supposed to be already taking this 15 minutes, and I'm finna be headed taking a flight. So that delayed her, and then that now they were like, that you might have to fucking kill her now. You see what I'm saying? Because you done fucked up. She done woke up. You see what I'm saying? The surgeon came in. The surgeon told the dude, like, you messed up, bro. I was put that when I come in there, I told you they supposed to already be drugged and passed out. I'm gonna come in there, do my thing, 15 minutes, boom, be out. I'm gonna be already on the plane. But now they sobering up and they woke, so it's gonna make it hard for me to even fucking do this. And I gotta spend more time out here and try to catch a flight later because I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. They in there fighting. So she was like, you probably gonna have to kill him. After if I can get, you know what I'm saying, if I get it successfully, because now I gotta do the surgery on them while they awake or not, like kind of awake and shit, because we ain't got time to drug them again and wait for them to, you know what I'm saying? She didn't bring all that shit to shoot him, and her thing was only thing she was supposed to do is come and do the procedure real quick and go. And the dudes had fucked up on it in the movie. You know what I'm saying? That's what changed the whole outcome, because the girls was just supposed to be. She was supposed to go. She was supposed to go in there, do that, stitch them up with that fucking super stitch glue they do. You know what I'm saying? Do it so fast that it just makes a scar, and then them while they still passed out, them dudes supposed to pick them up and drive them and drop them off somewhere close to their house or something like that. So when they wake up, they just thinking like, "Damn, I must have had a wild night. I'm over here by my auntie crib. What the fuck going on?" You know what I'm saying? And not thinking that somebody that took something out of them. Yeah, I don't know why they got, and it ain't a huge, you know what I'm saying, the amount of freezers that they had, you would think that they had a big ass, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the kitchen ain't even, I don't know why they had so many freezers, I can tell you that right now. I really haven't even seen no place that have that many freezers. And I've been to the country clubs and all that, they don't be having that many freezers. They might have like one on each area. Yeah, that shit right there is crazy. But yeah, man, like I say, all of y'all shit. If y'all interested, y'all watch that shit. I'm pretty sure the next time y'all see me on live or something, y'all gonna be like, bro, I watched it. You're gonna be like, man, that shit is deep. Like you would think that one of the kids or somebody that knew or somebody that was there told this director that story or sold them the story or something, because there's no way that, because like the smallest details that nobody even didn't matter to the case, they put that in there too. Just like the small detail about her not wanting to go and having a new job and trying to do this and do that, and just got a new boyfriend and all that she in love with, and you know, shit like that. It's like, damn, all the day put the smallest details in there. But yeah, man, I don't know, but we gonna uh I'm gonna look into, I want to look into this thing with Zach TV, brother. You know what I'm saying? This just recently happened. It's just it's new. People just barely starting to talk about it, so don't nobody really know much. But I can't believe that shit happened to Zach TV, brother. Though that shit crazy. That right there is that's shocking, man. I don't know if anybody know exactly what happened with that, but before I go, I want to take a look at this shit. They're talking about these people that's been stealing people kidneys and dropping them back off at their crib and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, like motherfuckers is really tripped out here. Let's see. What he say? He said, what happened to his brother? I don't know. They just said he got killed. Zach TV brother got killed. I think last night, like last night or something, in the 400s or something. They're saying the 400s. They said he got killed.
The origin of the story comes from 1989, when 4 Turkish men were involved in an illegal kidney harvesting operation. However, the person donating the kidney did so willingly. The seller and the buyers were all prosecuted by the Turkish government. But on residential building and a guest home owned by Dr. Amit Kumar. These raids would lead to arrests and convictions of 5 people and Dr. Kumar. For 9 years, Dr. Kumar had been luring people in with the promise of a paying job, free food, and lodging. These people were driven to a private clinic where they were then forced at gunpoint to stay in the facility, where later their kidneys would be taken. The kidneys would then be sold. At the time, it was legal to sell organs in India. It is suspected that over the 9 years, this group performed 400 to 500 kidney transplants. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. For more
She said they did 500. That's a lot. Hey, you better come on back up. Get I probably I'm damn near shit. I went live last night or the other night for a long time too. But dang, that she said that them dudes stole 500. That's a lot. And she was just talking about them because she was saying like they the first people that started doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at it, like, well, see, we was just watching. Did you see how they were showing how they do it? They said they get people that's travelers or whatever, and they be partying and stuff. They slip something in their drink. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. They slip something in their drink. Good time partying. Make some new friends. Slip something in their drink, and then they get them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you hear the audio. Then they get them.
make some new friends, and then the next morning wake up in a bathtub full of ice with their sides stitched up and a note that reads, "If a traveler would go out, have a good time partying, make some new friends, and then the next morning wake up in a bathtub full of ice with their sides stitched up and a note that reads, if you want to live, call 911. Their new friends had drugged them.
Dang. Okay, so look. Now that makes me think is what okay if I'm going by the movie and how what she's saying, what if they was like the with like Kenneka where they messed up was they turned the freezer on first and they were supposed to turn the freezer on after they performed you see what I'm saying, the surgery. What if somebody just messed up like you see something like that like because in the movie that's exactly what happened. It was like why is the freezer already on? And when she opened it, she was like, "No, the freezer's on. That means they're gonna wake up, you idiot." You see what I'm saying? And as soon as she opened up the freezer, they was already attacking her. They stabbed her with, you know what I'm saying? So it made it hard for them to do it because the dude, the freezer was on. He was like, "Shit, I didn't turn it on. I ain't the one that turned it on." Because And you see how they saying on this in real life, the way they do it is they put them on ice after they take something from them. I don't know. That's kind of wild. It make you think. It make you think. Maybe the freezer wasn't supposed to be turned on, and that's what messed it up.
Stolen their kidney and were now on their way to sell it on the black market. The origin of the story comes from 1989, when 4 Turkish men were
Let's see here. I'm just looking. Now this like now, but this right here is like it's really like a lot of shit. Like this list, like right here, this stuff that we talking about, like it goes on and on. Like they got too many cases of this, and it's like you really wouldn't even think they got all this shit going on. Like not like that, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. You see, they've been doing it for a while. You see, they already showing like the ice. That's crazy. Man, it sounds like somebody outside having a good time. Oh shit! But yeah, man. Say, I don't know. That's just something. That's just something to look at, man. That's to me. I feel like that makes more sense than anything. Like I don't think the plan was for her to get killed. It's probably the plan was for that organ shit, and then whoever like I say, the hotel is right by the airport, so they gone. Y'all clean. You know what I'm saying? They on that. They out of there. Are you talking about Zach TV brother? Yeah, that I mean that's crazy. I can't believe that Stepper was saying something about it, but I ain't seen him come on. Shit just out the chain. Let's see who's this. Reply. I'm just reading these comments on some other videos and shit. People be asking questions that don't even make no sense. Oh yeah, I mean the 911 call. Yeah, I mean I listened to that. I listened to that about at least 100 times. Shit. Yeah, the 911 call is the 911 call is like it made it sound like they're used to getting calls of somebody missing and then they be found. You see what I'm saying? That's what it made it sound like. So, like I say, if the plan is just to get that shit done and let the person still be alive and just have a, you know what I'm saying, a scar, and they don't know exactly what happened to them, that kind of makes sense. They found him just like that one lady. Uh, damn, Beck Michelle. What's her name? I can't even remember her name. That Beck, the white girl, the Beck chick. They found her. You know what I'm saying later. And the thing about it, yeah, Mackenzie Beck. The thing about it is, when they found her, they didn't never her brother or nobody never came back and updated anybody with her condition. Matter of fact, her brother, she came missing at a Crown Plaza too. Mackenzie Beck, it's a white lady, and she was she had a business you know thing going on at the Crown Plaza for her job. So a lot of her co-workers had a room at the Crown Plaza. She had a room at the DoubleTree. She was last seen walking out the DoubleTree, like kind of like weird, like how Kenneka was, like she was real drugged. And after that, the last time they seen her was in front of Crown Plaza with no shoes on and just a shirt. But they found her. You know what I'm saying? Hours and hours later, like, what I'm saying, maybe 10 hours later, said she was safe. They went back on Rosemont website and said she was safe. And her brother was on there too. Because, a lot of people was talking about Kenneka Jenkins. And he was like, man, this ain't like Kenneka Jenkins, man. They found my sister. I haven't seen her yet because I don't stay out there. So what was weird to me about that is everybody kept commenting. So I kept going back to the post, and then like a month later, he did repost again and said, he said, "Hey, I don't know. They did find her. I mean, they said she's okay, but I haven't talked to her or anything. It's weird." That's what he said. But he said he don't stay out there where she at. But he said he still ain't talked to her. He don't know what her condition was when they found her, but they said that she was good. Shit out the chain. Also, the police body file. Police and the pictures. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, like it's and then what's so crazy on this movie, like it was the movie that I'm talking about was another dude that was one of her friends that was looking for her. So the dude that's in on it, he had to hurt him, and the surgeon was like, "Damn, you messed him up so bad. Only thing I can do is probably get like something real small from him that's like really nothing. So you can probably get like 10,000 for that, but that's about it. Like something that ain't even gonna take nothing but a few minutes to grab out of him, because he had beat him up. He beat him real bad. So she was like you messing up. Like you can't bring me nobody. Like they can't be damaged like that. I can't take no organ or nothing if you messing the body up. You messed up. Like you can't bring me nobody. Like they can't. What's going on?
What's that?
You got the video playing in the background.
No, I turned it off. It was
Uh,
on. I was watching on TV, but yeah, I turned it off.
yeah. Hey, did you catch the movie?
Yeah, I did watch that shit. That shit's weird, bro.
It's weird.
I don't like weird movies. That shit, I'm like, oh my god.
I said, but what made it so weird to you?
It's creepy. I don't know. I don't like creepy suspense shit, weird shit.
But I'm saying, did you catch how it was every play for play, like the Kenneka Jenkins story?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Do you think this was really about that?
Hell yeah, it say based off a true story too.
Yeah, but they tried to make it seem like it was a different story though.
Mm-mm.
I think it was
Nah,
about her.
yeah, it was definitely about it. It was
I
definitely
think so. Because that's what Lifetime do. Lifetime reenacts movies from real shit that happened, whether you know it or not. They might
Yeah,
not tell you
yeah. That's what they do.
which
That's what most
story they talking
look,
about, but they just
most
make
of,
the movie.
most of
Huh?
Lifetime movies start off saying based off a true story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
What
what
I
they do.
said is Lifetime always make movies based on true stories, but they don't always tell you which story they
Oh
talking
no,
about.
yeah, no,
So that's what
they
I'm
don't they
saying.
don't
But
yeah
I
they
know
don't never
they're based on true stories.
they don't do that because when you do it like that, that can involve uh like legal situations.
Because they didn't
Like
give them
like if
permission.
they do a story about your relative and they ain't get your permission and they
Yeah,
promote it like that, then you're
copyright,
entitled to some money. Yeah,
copyrights, and
yeah,
all
they,
that shit.
cause
Yeah, that's what I'm
you got
saying.
you know what I'm saying.
They be seeing shit and they just make a movie, but you have to kind of decipher for yourself
Yeah, see, look,
what murder that
look,
was.
see,
Yeah,
you got fair you got fair use, but if they want to be like, yeah, this is a remake of the Kenneka Jenkins video to make it blow up real big, that's
right.
where they would mess up at.
Like
You know what
her
I'm saying?
mom or
Because
somebody.
they're gonna be because look, if they would have said this is a remake of the Kenneka Jenkins video, it would have been huge by just attaching her name to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then her mom would have
Yeah,
had to get some money from it, and they couldn't do it without her mom's permission
yeah,
or
they couldn't do it without their permission. See, yeah, that's just all they did was fair use. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's all they
because
did.
they just reenacted a crime
Yeah,
that has happened,
because
and making it into a movie.
50 Cent, the only reason why he even reached out to Big Meech and them because he named it BMF. If he didn't name it BMF, if he could have just said, you know, hustle hard or something like that, then he can make that show exactly how he's making it. But he had to name it the BMF story because it's gonna sell more. You get what I'm saying? And he just put money in other people's pocket. You know what I'm saying? He did it the right way. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because just imagine if he didn't name it the BMF story, it wouldn't be as big as it was, as it is. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
But he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna use y'all name and I'm gonna make this story, and we all gonna get some money." And they agreed with it. You feel me?
Mhm. Right.
But yeah, I'm talking about from the T, like it started off. Remember, it started off. She didn't want to go to the party because she
Mhm.
just started a new job, and it's distance. She started hanging out with somebody else. Her old friends was like, "Man, we haven't kicked it in a long time, and you finna go off and start working and all that. You need to kick it with us." Woo,
Right.
woo,
That's
woo,
what
woo."
Kanika was about to do, right? Wasn't she
Yeah,
about to do some type of nursing or something, something,
yeah,
something?
yeah. She started a new job, and she
I don't know
was.
exactly. I thought it was something like,
Yeah,
yes, new
she was
job.
starting a new job and she didn't want to be partying and doing all that shit no more. Remember, she
Yeah.
was just gonna go to the movies.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. But yeah, they really made it like, yeah, like a lot of the shit kind of seemed like it was about her.
Hmm.
When did that movie come out?
I don't know. It had to
I
not
need
been
to
out
look.
too long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need to look and see when if they made that movie after or before. That's a good thing to know. Because if they made it after, then we know for sure, yeah, they're talking about her. You know? It's just shit that I'll be wondering about. I'm gonna check it out later though. I'm gonna
Yeah,
check
I
it
mean,
out.
look, like I can tell you for a fact they definitely made it about her.
Hmm.
I can tell you that for a fact. The way
Right,
it was even presented to me, like, and me just watching it and knowing, like, I already know that they made that about her. I mean, I already knew that was coming anyway.
right.
I knew
When did
somebody was
you
gonna try to do that.
when did you find out about this movie? Did you just find
Like,
out about it today?
nah, I found out about like a week ago.
Oh, okay. So you had been watched it.
Yeah, I watched it like probably like 4 days ago.
Okay. So you
Like
had watched.
somebody it was like after like the fifth person told me, "Hey, you need to
That's
watch
what I was
it."
about to say. Who even told you about the movie?
Just put J4K followers. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They was like after like the fifth person told me, I was like, okay, how much I gotta check this shit out. They was like, bro, boss, you need to definitely look at this shit, man. He said these
Yeah.
motherfuckers, they were like, man, these motherfuckers putting it all out there.
Uh-huh.
And it was all about organ harvesting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less. They just wanted to get that girl drugged, uh, get her organs, stitch her up real quick, and let her wake up the next day with a hangover. And they gone. They already on the plane. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It wasn't they wasn't planning to kill her. They didn't want to kill her. You know what I'm saying? Because remember the girl was like, "But you said you're not gonna kill her, right?"
Right.
Like, no, she's gonna be fine. We're gonna stitch her right back up, and she's gonna wake up with a bad hangover. She ain't gonna feel no pain, and she can go about her business. And y'all get broke off.
Yeah. So maybe that. So with Kenneka Jenkins, maybe they made a mistake and she died. She wasn't supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought that they said that they take the organ first and
Yeah.
then they
Then
freeze the
then they
body.
freeze you. Yeah. Then they freeze you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't want
Because
the body cold
yeah. And,
before they take the organ out.
and plus the when they if the body's cold, you're gonna come out of your drug induced sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
You're
They
not
want to
gonna
get
be
it. They
yeah. You're
want to
gonna
do it
wake
while
up.
your body's natural, just regular
Yeah.
temperature, and then put you in the cold. In the cold.
Yeah, because you remember why the surgeon
Right?
said.
Won't the cold
Remember,
make you sleep? No.
the cold is gonna make you sober up quick than a bitch.
Oh.
The cold is gonna have you wake. You know what I'm saying? Remember, because think about it. Whenever them girls that freezer came on, them girls sobered up quick. Remember, she was like,
Right.
"Yeah, get it together." They
Yeah,
they
I
they
know.
sobered up quick, got on their
Mhm.
feet, and was ready. And they
Uh-huh.
attacked that lady when she came in. And remember, she
But
was
I
like,
knew that was a movie, though. I didn't know if that was real. Like, if real, I know it's based on a true story, but that part, I didn't know if that's really how that really works.
"Yeah, it is how." I mean, of course it is. They don't, they're not gonna freeze you when they do that surgery. Them type of surgery, that would be that would. Like, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what I'm
you know what I'm
thinking. They're
saying?
gonna do it when your body's natural,
Yeah,
regular
your body has to be
temperature.
natural. You get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, regular temperature, and then when they take it out, then freeze your body.
Yeah, they'll freeze you so you just
Yeah,
numb you and hit and you heal a little
and I think
faster.
so. You won't get an infection either, right?
Yeah, you'll heal a little bit faster and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why they be putting. That's why we was reading that shit how they was putting people in a tub of ice. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So when they wake up, they see a scar, but it ain't like a big. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
But yeah, I mean that's real life. That's how they
I
do that
see.
shit. They was exposing that shit in that movie.
Right.
That
Not
shit deep.
not to get off topic, but did you see that video of Please stop. Do you see that video of Coley Ray when she was in the bathtub of water and she was like passed out and
Uh-uh.
her friend was waking her up, telling her wake up, wake up. One of her friends then went and posted that shit on IG. She was like fucked up. She was like unconscious, with dressed like she just came from going out, but she was laying in a bathtub full of water, passed out, and her friend was trying to wake her up.
Who is Coley Ray? I don't even know who
You
that
know
is.
Coley Ray? Is that how you say her name? You
Mm-mm.
know Coley Ray, that skinny girl, Benzino's daughter. You know Coley Ray.
I don't know.
The little skinny girl, best friend, go best friend. She
Oh
used to
yeah, I
go with
mean,
Pooh
when you say
Shiesty.
that, yeah, when you say that, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know her. Like, I don't be following all that shit
Oh,
no more.
okay,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I
her.
only be fucking with love and hip hop and none of that shit no more.
Oh, okay.
Real.
Oh, okay.
I ain't
But
gonna lie.
yes,
When you say
her.
that best friend shit, yeah, now I know who you're talking about.
Yes, her. One of her so-called friends posted the video on IG. Yeah, and she was like passed out, like messed up, and they put her in the bathtub. And one of her friends was like trying to wake her up, take her out the bathtub, and they posted the
Why they
video.
put her in the bathtub though?
Because when you're all fucked up, they say it put somebody in the bathtub in the water and they'll sober up. I've done that before too. I've done that. I was like really messed up.
Or she
But,
could drown in
but
the
that's what you. But you don't feel it all the way up, though. You know what I mean? And she wasn't like underwater. But that's the fastest way to sober up is to get in the bathtub water.
See, that's the thing. Motherfuckers be trying to be doctors and shit and end up
And
killing
that's how
you.
people be drowning and shit. Like, let me put you in the
Literally killing
bathtub,
you.
sober up. That's probably what happened to Whitney and her daughter, trying to sober up in the bathtub and drown.
Well, yeah, passed out in that motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was Coley Ray, you have to see the video. She was passed out like she was unconscious and her friends was trying to wake her up, trying to sober up in the bathroom in the bathtub and wake her up too. But it's messed up that her friend posted on social media. Like, why would you do that to her? Because we don't, people's mind goes to wondering, like, what the hell was she really on? Like, she was that messed up. They had to put her in the bathtub, and she was in there, and she was still passed out. You know what I
Yeah, see,
mean?
look. And see, somebody else said cold water. So remember what we
Yeah,
was just
cold water.
saying? Yeah, it would make sense to put them in a freezer if you need them knocked out because that's going to sober you up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Think about it. Like, think about this. If you was drunk as fuck and you got stuck outside in the winter, you going to lose your buzz so fast.
Yeah, cold will sober you up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna wake everything up on you. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna wake you up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, let me ask you this: have you ever been like come home from a club or something with a little tipsy and went to sleep and wake up in the middle of the night because it's cold as fuck? You know what I'm saying? That shit wake you up. Even your AC can wake you up if you drunk and shit because it be cold as hell. You know what I'm saying? That shit wake you right up. You be like, damn, you try to get up and go turn down the air and shit. Like that cold air gonna hit you. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna sober you up. I know that for a fact. Not because I done got faded a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nigga, we get faded, so I know. Like that
Right.
cold shit gonna have you. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Mm-hmm.
people kept on coming up with the theory. Maybe they put her in a freezer to sober her up because she was sweating. And, you see what I'm saying? That's why
Well,
people kept coming up with that theory, thinking maybe they put her in the freezer to try to sober her up because she was drugged and shit. And
I
somehow she
guess
got locked in.
depending on what they didn't gave her. Ain't no telling what that girl had in her system, you know? Talking about Kenneka.
Yeah, they
Ain't
gave her
no
some shit
telling what
that's
she was on.
they gave her like the whatever, like that shit that they give people to knock them out where they don't remember shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Knock
some
you out.
anesthesia?
Now, not that, but like they gonna use like roofies, day rate, roofies, shit like that. GHB.
Right.
Hmm.
Mm.
And the shit be so real like that because I was at a concert. This is like happened like 2 days ago, and a girl, I was a bartender and shit, and a
Mhm.
girl, she had left her drink right there by the counter by me, and dude was getting a drink from me, and she said, did you watch my drink? Did that dude walk past my drink or anything? I was like, nah, you good. Like that let you know that should be serious though.
Right.
That should be
Like
serious.
that is serious because I'm the type of person shit wherever I'm at, if I leave my drink somewhere, I'm good. You can have it. I don't even want it. I never put my drink down.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah, like
I never put it down.
they be doing that shit, man.
They
That's why at
do.
the end of the movie that they try to speak some awareness and shit.
Yeah.
They try to tell you like, hey man, this shit is really more simple than y'all would think. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people ain't imagine it like, because when you imagine it, you think of all this big ass conspiracy, the governor, and they telling you all you need is a greedy, experienced surgeon.
Right.
They're the ones that's gonna call you and be like, "Hey, shit, I just need 2 girls. I just need 2 girls. I give you 100,000. Dang, I ain't gonna
Right.
kill them. I'm gonna just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they trying to let see. That's what I'm saying. If you pay attention to what they're trying to tell you, they said this shit is easier than what you think. They said what makes it easy is you got these people that surgeons they're very experienced on removing organs, and all you need is somebody like that that want some money that's greedy. They're gonna reach out to you and be like, hey, you don't know a couple of girls. You see what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna kill them or nothing, but you can make it 200,000 in less than 2 hours. I'm gonna be in and out, and whoever they are, they gonna be okay. They ain't gonna die. I'm a professional. I'm gonna do it the right way. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's how they gonna do it. And then now you sit up there like, so you said that ain't nobody gonna get hurt. They gonna be
Right.
okay. They can live good and eat good and everything, and I'll get
Um,
$200,000.
yeah.
Now you gonna sit there thinking about like, okay, so she said now you said you ain't gonna kill nobody, right?
Right.
You said they gonna be good. She can still run track and everything.
Right.
Yeah, okay, shit. That nigga be like, okay, man, that shit crazier than you think, but it is this that shit is real, man.
No, I believe it. Shit, you talking about $100,000? Like, yeah, right. People sitting here talking about, no, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, the fuck you would. Like, shut up. The fuck you talking
I know
about?
motherfucking nigga be like he don't need
Like
two
you,
kidneys anyway, man.
right? You out there doing goofy shit for
Nigga be
less
find
than
out.
that.
My,
You
my
doing
grandma.
goofy shit for $100? Like,
Look,
shut up.
niggas to make up their own reason why. Shit, my grandma been living with one kidney for about 50 years. He don't need two of them anyway. Shit.
For
Need to
real.
get some money back in the economy. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga will try to come up with a reason to convince himself that it's cool. Shit.
Exactly. So,
Niggas really, when you think about it, people really don't need two kidneys. What? See, because really, only one of them gonna be doing something, so the other kidney ain't doing nothing anyway.
nah, bro.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
need all your shit you was born with. What you talking about?
Yeah, but you know how people be trying to trick they own,
If
convince
no-
themselves.
right. If one go out, you got another one. Hell, you
Yeah.
got two. Shit.
See, I heard in real life both of your kidneys ain't work using at the same time as just using one. The other one is just for backup. And you can be 90 years old with one kidney.
Right. Like my ex, man, he gonna need his loaner kidney after a while. He might already use it right now. You know, so it's like it's messed
Real.
up to take someone's kidney or whatever, the liver, their liver or whatever, knowing they're fucking drunk, and then
And
they
some
gonna
people
need their
actually
back. They're
donate
gonna
and
need their backup kidney.
some people actually donate that shit too though. That's what I'm saying. Some people
That's
actually donate that shit.
horrible. That boy better never donate that. Ugh, that's
Yeah, you
horrible.
better because now you know the way they make the new IDs, it's gonna say organ donor on the front of that bitch,
Oh,
boy.
I know. That's what
Yeah,
they
I'm like,
say out
fuck
here.
that.
They say it on the front. Yeah,
Hmm.
on the new IDs they do. That's been they've been changed that shit like a couple years ago. It used to be the little sticker on the back and you could peel that shit off.
Yeah. It wasn't like you could just see, but now it's like now you can go to the gas station, show your ID, and then they're gonna look say organ donor,
Like
huh?
peel that damn stupid ass sticker off.
Okay, he's
I'm
all
not
and
donating
then look,
nothing.
and then also, you got some people that actually voluntarily do that shit, man.
Yeah, on
They'll actually go down to the
organ
hospital and be
donor.
like, "Hey, man, I just want to help out. Take one of
Yeah,
mine. I don't know if I know somebody's gonna need it. You know,
right.
you got people that actually do that shit. So it's like, man,
Like my uncle passed away a couple of months ago, and yeah, he donated all his organs.
yeah."
Yeah, he did.
As he said, yeah, they making excuses. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I know how niggas is, man. Niggas be like, cause that's just like how niggas. Cause you ever had them homeboys that be stealing this
Yeah, I
shit?
checked the box no too.
You know
I don't
that.
want to get cut.
Have
Don't
you ever?
fuck
Yeah,
with
have you
me.
ever heard? I know you had some homeboys that like do stuff like they'll steal and shit, and they'll be sitting up there talking to you about getting somebody, and they be like, well, shit. I mean, tell you the truth, bro. That nigga sitting there, the PlayStation sitting right there. He got two of them
I
anyway. He
know.
already got two PlayStations. Why he need? You know what I'm saying? They
See,
go. You should just have it.
that's why I don't let people come over. That's
Yeah, they
why.
looking at you
That's why
already
when
got
people
two
come
Gucci
over.
watches, man. You could I could just get one of them. Shit,
Nah.
you ain't gonna miss it.
People be little clap notes and shit. I don't let people come over to my place. Hell
Dude,
no. Let me come to your house. What the fuck?
I'm telling you, man. Motherfuckers will make up. They'll come up with a reason to think that shit is okay, and be like,
Right.
"Yeah, I was just
hmm and then be like, he don't play with it anyway.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah."
you
You
know,
don't
like
play
it's
that
some
nigga. Don't
goofy
never. Yeah,
shit.
he don't. It's just sitting up there gaining dust,
Right.
bro. You know what I'm
He
saying?
don't play
He
with
trying to
it.
convince somebody else. We might as well steal it
Right.
because
He ain't gonna miss it.
it's
Like,
just
oh my
collecting
God.
dust, nigga. That nigga ungrateful.
Right. That's a damn shame.
I
And how
wish
the
my
fuck
mama would have bought
how
me a
he
PS4.
ungrateful and it's his?
The nigga don't look, and look, and then here go another one. That nigga don't even take care of it.
Yeah, you don't even take care of that. Shit.
Yeah, they be trying to
I
find a
take care
reason.
of it. I play it every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, man,
That
you
nigga leave
goofy
his
as fuck.
games and shit laying everywhere and shit.
Right.
That nigga don't care about that shit.
It's gonna get broke.
Yeah, it's probably gonna get broke anyway. Better means better somebody that can enjoy it.
hmm Right. But yeah, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, see, look, you must have just came from the dispensary or something, didn't you?
I'm smoking right now.
Yeah, I
But
know that, but I'm just saying you must have just came from the dispensary or something.
nah, why you say that?
Nah, I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Because you normally be coming or going to it every time I see. Yeah, you be
I'm
either
going
on your
tomorrow.
way or just making it
Got
back.
it. Yeah, I had some weed tonight. I
Yeah.
had cooked dinner and did all type of shit. I was tapping into your live and I was like, I was coming, but shit, I had so much shit to do first. But I was gonna say, what was I gonna say?
Mm,
I forgot. But I forgot.
you forgot.
Yeah, it was about one of these cases or something, but I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. But so what
I know
else
I
we
was
gonna be talking
tired. I
about?
was tired as hell earlier. I wasn't at first. I wasn't even gonna do the live. I ain't gonna lie, but I had got a burst of energy or some shit. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was
Oh,
tired as hell.
I know what I was gonna say. So, is it called Chirac News or something like that? Do you
What's
use
that?
that? You never heard of it?
I mean, I heard of all kind of little platforms like that.
No, it's a website.
Yeah,
Like nobody talks on it. They just post stuff.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just that's still a platform. It's still a social media
Oh,
platform.
okay. But yeah, is it called Chirac News or something? Is that what it's called in Chicago? Chirac News? But they were saying that they had posted some stuff about Zach TV on there, about the suspects and all that stuff.
Oh, Zach TV. Oh.
Yeah. Have you heard anything about that?
Nah, I mean, you didn't watch the live where we broke the Zach TV case with a stepper and shit. Did you see?
Maybe
Was you
not.
there?
Maybe
No,
not. I don't think
no.
so. No. When was this?
Yeah, this like 4 or 5 lives ago, man. We put up an interview of AMG Fresh homeboy telling what happened, and AMG Fresh made a song about it. It's called The Truth. He said we was leaving Renegade and some nigga was trying to smoke me. He said good thing Zach was in the crowd listening because I ain't know G. Zach saved my life. That's on God. That's my broski. You know what I'm saying? If them
Oh
niggas
yeah,
really had beef with me, they should have told me. Do you know what I'm
I
saying?
was there. I was
Yeah,
there. I
he
remember
has
now.
made that's real. That's and his homeboy said the same thing. He said Zach was because remember even Chloe said Zach was in the crowd recording, but she didn't know that. Then she did a video about it, but Zach was in the crowd recording AMG and them, and he heard them say that. and then see Zach AMG Fresh homeboy says that AMG was so drunk that Zach was telling him they need to go. He was telling him get in the car, and Zach pulled out his Draco and
Right.
brandished it and showed it like, nigga, get in the car. You see, I'm telling you, the shit real. Them niggas, you see what I'm saying? So them niggas probably watching.
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
He
But
said
the
Zach
thing,
saved his life and everything. He said on God, he said that would forever be my bro. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But then
But
he got killed too.
who? The homeboy?
AMG Fresh.
By when? That same night? Or a
Nah,
different
he
time?
got killed like maybe 2 years later or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happened to him? What happened to him? Fox. Fox.
Oh yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I said, what happened to him?
I mean, he got shot.
Shit. Oh, okay. So basically, Zach TV did not get killed behind the Kenneka Jenkins case, correct? Wow, what's really going on? 'Cause I can't hear anything.
Oh damn. Okay. Okay. What AMG Fresh homeboy that's in the group with him said where they fucked up. Where it got fucked up was AMG Fresh was real messed up, right? He even said it in the song. He said, "I was so fucked up, I didn't even know I was going off of bean and all that shit." So Zach was like trying to get them on point. He was just staggering and coming to the car. So Zach got mad and he like broke it down. Like that's why he said I wish Zach didn't do that in the parking lot. He said they should have at least made it to the hundreds or whatever to their block first to sit down and tell them that the nigga because he's saying the time that Zach was sitting there trying to tell them niggas that it's up gave them enough time to sit up there and watch them. He said if they would all just got in the car and left, it wouldn't have been nothing. But Zach trying to let them niggas know they was drunk and they wasn't you because T Streets had went up to AG Fresh and was like, you heard him saying fuck your wife and shit. He said in his police station, he said he didn't hear nothing because he was messed up. He didn't know. So he got back on stage and shit, said, yeah, happy birthday to my wife and all that. And they already telling this nigga like, go, let's go, nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So,
And so in the parking lot, Zach spent a little bit of time trying to explain to them why they're going. You see what I'm saying? When they should have just been left and he could have pulled them to the side when they got out the way. You know what I'm saying? So he
yeah.
was saying that gave them time to pull up around and follow them because they could have been out because Zach and them left out the club first, but they were still in the parking lot for like 5 minutes talking about it. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He was just saying like they should have just hurry up and got up out of there, bro. Instead of sitting up there talking about it, he could have talked about it. He was like he could have talked about it to him later or while they was in the car. But Zach was in the parking lot. He had his AR out and shit,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I was like, dang. And remember in the police report, remember, see, that's how you know that even old boy tell the truth. Because remember in the police report, they said that he had like a Draco or AR under his seat.
Right.
That Zach did. Yeah, Zach had
They
one.
said that was that was the only gun that was found. Was the
Yeah,
one that he had underneath his seat.
yeah,
There
but
was.
T Streets had a gun too. He was shooting back, but T Streets left his crime scene. He took off.
Yeah, but they said that's the only gun that was found was
Yeah, they
Zach.
didn't. Yeah, they didn't find the gun because T Streets
But
took
they
off
said
with it.
he had two guns. Am I wrong?
Nah, I mean he not. That's what I was trying to tell you. The only he had Zach had a gun. T Streets had a gun. T Streets took off with his gun because he felt
Okay.
like he got in the car with his girl and took off with his pistol that he fired.
So
Zach
they
didn't
only
even get a
found
chance.
Zach.
Yeah, Zach
Yeah.
didn't get a chance to fire his shit off or anything.
Right. Okay, so back again. So Zach did not get killed behind Kenneka Jenkins, correct?
Correct. Nah, he didn't get killed behind Kenneka Jenkins. Nah, nope. Even though I know everybody wish that
Huh?
no. I say even though I know a lot of people wish that it had something to do with it, but it didn't.
No. Oh, do they?
Well,
Oh.
everybody thinks that it has something to do
They
with it.
they keep saying that all the time, but I'm like, yeah, he was getting some weird phone calls, but
Mhm.
mm-mm. Now he got into it with some niggas at the club. Like this shit did not have nothing to do with Kenneka Jenkins. No. Nah.
The song I had to
It's
take
just
off.
weird though, the
I had
whole
to take the
time,
song
like,
off my video and shit too.
huh?
The song, remember when we played the song where AMG told the whole story of what happened?
Why what is this person saying? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he most definitely did. He most definitely did what?
Nah, he didn't get killed behind Kenneka Jenkins broski. That nigga AMG Fresh told the whole story and his homeboy did on No Jumper. And
Right.
AMG
He got
Fresh
into
got
it with the
killed.
niggas at the
AMG
club,
Fresh
bro.
got killed behind that shit too. Because see, remember AMG Fresh said in the song, he said, damn, I hate the way that did my nigga T Streets. That's the homie. He said that they basically because everybody was thinking T Streets. See, remember at first they were blaming T Streets, said T Streets had something to do with it. And he said that they
Right.
backdoored T Streets, and T Streets was Zach's best friend.
Yeah.
He said he hate all this fucking that's what even the old boy in the interview. I could play the interview. Damn, I can't think. I'm trying to think of which stepper.
You got the interview?
Yeah, I got it. I'm trying to think of the name. It's something because he's with AMG Fresh. He's in the group and he tells everything. It's somebody. So what's the name? Fresh with. No, yeah. Well, I could play it. I could just play it on my. I got the damn video. I'm tripping.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he
Because I
tells like
think
them niggas know they was there. They know you see what I'm saying. Like you can't tell they was like yeah, this these other niggas that didn't like AMG Fresh. AMG Fresh didn't know them niggas was beefing like that. And Zach heard them saying that they was gonna get AMG Fresh, and AMG Fresh was impaired. You know what I'm saying?
but one of the shooters got killed, right?
Yeah, later on.
Yeah, later on.
Yeah, later on one of them got killed. Yeah, but watch, I'll play the interview. See, I had to actually cut the song out because it got a what's the name on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mean he got killed at with Zach TV. I mean after a while after that he got killed.
Yeah, he got killed after that, definitely. All right, hold on, watch.
It'd be crazy, bro.
If I find a video.
You want to discover how he got over 1 million subscribers on YouTube?
Find this video. But see, I wish I could play the song, but see, Chloe played it, but they just demonetized the video, but she played it in order to get that out.
This is what that guy is saying in your chat. He's saying, yeah, he did get killed because of Kenneka. That's what he's saying. That's what he said.
I mean, I ain't like I'm not gonna argue with the person that was there
Right.
though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that type of shit. I let them do that shit.
Right.
The nigga that
I'm just
almost
telling
lost his
you.
life behind this shit telling
Right. I'm
the
just
story.
telling you that's what he meant when he said, yeah, he did and all that type of stuff. But
Yeah, I mean that's
but
why I
yeah,
said a lot of people do think that that's why.
yeah,
But
a lot of people do
I'm just
think
saying,
that. And that's everybody is entitled to their own opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
but
don't.
that's not.
We
You
have
know what I'm
ours.
saying?
You have yours. That's great.
Look, I
But
got a little video clip, a little 4-minute video
nah,
clip.
he wasn't.
That'll be your screen there. If you approve it.
But this ain't it, is it?
Sitting running with it. Yeah, talking on that situation, like I think people in Chicago, the streets know like Fresh ain't got nothing to do with that, even though T Streets got killed behind it, but when it all boils down, the same niggas that did it to Zach, that's them the
I'm
same.
from Chicago. Know way too much about this. Okay, then come up on the panel.
T Streets, that's what I'm saying. That's why T
I would
Streets.
like to. I would like to hear you since you know a lot about this. You know way too much about this, Kenneka Jenkins. Please come to the panel.
Who is that?
In the comments, I'll be reading the comments. The boy that well, I don't
Oh,
even know if it's a guy, but the person that was saying that Zach did get killed because of the KJK.
You don't think
He
that
said
was
he's from Chicago and he know way too much about this.
Okay, yeah, what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know,
come
but
up here.
that's what I'm
Come
saying.
up
Like,
here.
but
it could have been.
That's what I said. Like, that's a no. Like, I didn't cover that shit, man. I ain't finna backtrack on the content.
Please come to the panel. Please come up here and talk with us. Like, we won't even talk. We just want to listen since you know so much. I won't even talk. Period.
I'm trying to find this shit. What's this?
I would like to know.
Beef with the people.
Like, for real.
With.
If you would like to come tell me, I would really like to know.
It just happens like that. They didn't just gun them people down, like started shooting at them just because of a little altercation. Nah. That's deeper than that.
See, that's what I'm saying. It probably is deeper, but I'm trying to find the fucking interview. If I could remember his fucking name, this shit's crazy.
One of the ones on stage yelled out something that had to do with their own gang set.
Yeah, their hood. They said their hood.
So
it stands for their hood.
I don't know if it was AMG or if it was T Streets.
What is this?
I had wrote on them which ones was deceased. So the type of venue that it is or where it's located at, the type of. Okay, this was posted up November.
What is that?
2020.
What's that, boss?
No, I'm just trying to find an interview with AMG Fresh artists.
Black overheard them talking. He overheard them talking, and you know what I'm saying, he let Fresh them know that, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, trying to get down, just get up out of him.
Because if he was in a crowd, then he would definitely know what's going on. He would have heard him.
He would have heard him. Yeah, he would have heard him.
Yeah, he would have heard him.
He overheard them. That's what happened.
You know, that he took.
Yeah.
Recorded. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense there.
Hey, so let's just go back. Man was.
You gotta fast forward this song, but this toward the go to like 1 minute.
I don't leave my crib when.
See, I think the song is muted out though. I think because it's muted out because they wouldn't let me play it. But hold on, I'm finna get to the interview.
What was the interview on your show or what?
Yeah, it's on there.
I've been seeing this shit on the internet too. You do have a relationship with that, and you got a relationship with Fresh, and you got a relationship with T Street. Do you believe Fresh is my brother? Okay, do you believe deep down did the internet play a part in this T Street? Because I remember seeing the video where he was actually at the police station, and it seemed like, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to die with T Street. You talking about when he was alive? He was at the police station. I see like a video of him like telling people that he had nothing to do with nothing like that. I want you to show me that video, but at the same time, now he wasn't at a police. I don't think he was at. He was just somewhere. He was basically saying he didn't have shit to do with that, and I felt like Chicago, like there wasn't no internet putting pressure on them like teach the state boys. That's what T Street from your state boy. Like, them two sets, they kind of was like this. They kind of clicked, like you know what I'm saying, streetwise. You know what I'm saying? So fuck, it was bigger than that. Like, it was the streets. You know what I'm saying? The streets was talking and the streets was getting to him. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to prove his point to the streets. He might, even if he did put the shit on the internet, he was trying to prove shit to the internet. He might be trying to let them people know, like, no, you know what I'm saying? But he was trying to prove to the streets, like, and prove to them people. Like, we just had a little interview. Like, Zach was just there when we shot an interview. T Street's interview Fresh was in it. He freestyled and shit. That was T Street Park. We was in front of Fresh Creek. That was Fresh Park in building. But T Street was right across the street from Fresh Park in building. Shit, so. Like, we just out there, Goontown was out there too. Like, when it comes to State Boys and Goontown, they like this. Like, they just split them up. You know what I'm saying? Do some he say, she say shit, do that internet shit, making it seem like Fresh and Streets. That shit ain't got shit to do with that shit. Like, Zach TV came down there just to see them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was down there promoting Zach TV. He tried to look Fresh out because he knew motherfuckers was fucking down. Zach TV overheard motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Running their mouth, and he ended up letting Fresh know. He was able to let Fresh know everything. And he told Fresh, like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, let's get you up out of here. Motherfuckers trying to get down. You know what I'm saying? And Fresh was lit. It was his girl's birthday, so folks didn't know what the fuck was going on. Then Zach ended up opening his bank, showing Fresh, like, get your ass in the car, nigga. You see, I got my shit out. And that's what made Fresh get up in the car. And they drove to Fresh car.
Dang, I'm about to stop that, bro.
See, you heard what he said, you know what I'm saying?
No,
why would he
I'm
have to sit on his
stop
seat?
that. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna stop that. Do you think them niggas could have seen Zach will show his banger?
It could have.
Man, come on now. Let's keep it real though, because you know how I go in the streets. When you show that gun, it can go one or two ways.
Yeah, but Zach now wasn't trying to get at them. They were trying to get at Zach now. Zach now was trying to.
I know they. I'm just saying, like, that's gonna fuel the fire, bro. Even if they, you know what I'm saying, when nigga, because the nigga see you with the, you know what I'm saying, like that's
right.
That's an invitation,
right?
I'm just saying, you keep it real, because that nigga said Zach Flash's banger and shit.
Yeah, you also telling him to come on and let's go. Like,
yeah, them niggas probably watching them niggas. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they probably was. But at the same time, yeah, but at the same time, Zach wasn't trying to get at them. They were trying to get at, they were trying to get at dude. So they follow dude.
Yeah, I mean, we are. I know that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like nigga, I done been at a party where a nigga mentioned gun and the other nigga said gun, go gun. They start shooting instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit, bro. If they was watching any other the other people that was around them niggas and seeing, that nigga, big nigga, flashing big ass drink. You see what I'm saying? That's gonna fuel it. They either gonna get scared or they gonna be like, yeah, we gonna definitely have. You see what I'm saying? Handle them niggas now. That's how they gonna feel about it.
Yeah, but so they was already had their eyes on him though, like.
Yeah, they had their eyes on him and shit.
So either way it go, that's what they were gonna do. They were trying to get that boy. And Zach just
that's what I'm saying. And the fact that Zach flashing his banger, it questioned me like, do they feel like, that's one of the main niggas we're gonna have to catch first? Because that nigga got the Draco.
Yeah, but I don't even think they play. Yeah, I could have, but I don't think they didn't really play no part in it. Like, I mean, who's to say they even seen that? But at the same time,
because look, think about this. For them to even come up on them like that, they had to been watching them.
Yeah.
We know that. That's how they had to be watching them the way they got down on them. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the way they got down on them, they had to be watching them. They definitely gonna be watching and seeing who got guns and everything if they finna get down on them, nigga.
But I don't think that part really matters because they don't know what was inside their car. They don't know how many guns was in there, whether he upped it or not. Like, they wanted him. When Zach put that dude in his car, he put his life in danger too.
That's the thing, Stepper. They didn't know that old boy knew that they wanted him. Zach is the only person that told, and Zach is the one that's showing the gun. So in their mind, they probably had a clean. See, the thing about it is, AMG didn't even know they wanted him. Only
I know
Zach
until Zach
did.
told them. Yeah,
Only
he broke
Zach
it down.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that lets you know from the get-go the way their mentality was. They thought it was wide open because that nigga don't even know. You see what I'm saying? Like that nigga don't even know that they. You see what I'm saying? But Zach, and when they told this nigga, got him out the club, they watching and flashed the gun.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it like that. But at the end of the day,
that's just, I'm just saying, we only just listening to, like you told me, listen to him. That could tell you, that give you some more light on what happened. That's another thing that we didn't know happened right there, right? That Zach pulled out a gun in the parking lot.
Yeah, he put out a gun so they can just, you know, say, hey, let them know that it was real.
Yeah, let the niggas know it's real and we know what's up.
Nah, he didn't pull the gun out on them people. He put the gun out so he could come out.
I know he didn't pull the gun out on them people, bro. I'm trying to tell you, if them niggas is finna run on you, they're watching you. They're gonna see that you got a gun. They're gonna look and see if you got a police officer, if you calling the laws or anything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some niggas that call the laws, they gotta watch you if they gonna get down on you, bro. They don't just pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And the niggas didn't just pop up around the corner and wasn't even paying no attention to them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When
Zach put them in his car, you know what I'm saying?
They was watching their every move to even pull up on them like that.
Yeah. When Zach put them in his car, he put his life in danger too. As soon as he put them in his car, he put his life in danger. I understand, you know, upping the gun, whether he upped the gun or not, it still would have went down. That's all I'm saying. Even if he wouldn't have upped the gun, it still would have went down.
Yeah. I said, it probably still would have went down. But like I'm saying, but I'm saying if they seen him showing a gun, that's gonna make Zach grip. That's gonna make them on Zach big time too.
Yeah, because you know, so they see him with the gun.
He wanted to show the fucking gun.
Yeah, you know, exactly. You know, he the one showed. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They could have seen that. Yeah, you know, they definitely could have seen it.
You already know. You already know how that shit is. And most likely 9 times out of 10, they definitely seen it because they had to watch them get in their car and stuff so they could follow right behind them.
Yeah. You know, he probably seen all of that. Mm-hmm.
They had to, because the question is, they was right behind them, like no other cars was around. Like they right behind them. They didn't even get no space in between these niggas in the minivan.
First stayed in the back seat, and Zach got to telling them everything what happened. You know what I'm saying? When I feel as though they should have left, they met up in the hundreds and did that shit. Zach chose to tell them right then and there, like, yeah, this was going on.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
They should have went to the hundreds instead of breaking it down right there. He got them enough time.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a fresh car and fresh girl hopped in the car, T Streets and fresh, and he freestyled the shit. That was T Street. We was in front of Fresh Creek. That was Fresh Apartment Building. Fresh Apartment Building shit. So like we was just out there, and Goontown was out there too. Like when it come to State Boys and Goontown, they like this. Like they just split them up. You know what I'm saying? Do some he say, she say shit, do that internet shit, making it seem like Fresh and Streets had something to do with this shit. They got shit. Zach TV came down there just to see them. You know what I'm saying? Like he was down there promoting Zach TV. He tried to help Fresh out because he knew motherfuckers was about to get out on Fresh. Zach TV overheard motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, running their mouth. And he ended up letting Fresh know. He was able to let Fresh know everything. You know what I'm saying? And he told Fresh, like, you know what I'm saying, come on, let's get you up out of here. Motherfuckers trying to get out on you. You know what I'm saying? And Fresh was lit. It was his girl's birthday, so folks didn't know what the fuck was going on. Then Zach ended up in his bank, showing Fresh, like, nigga, get your ass in the car. You see, I got my shit out.
That's why I went back to that, Stepper. You see what I'm saying? But okay, Amber. So you heard that, right?
Yeah.
But you already heard the song, right? You heard the song.
No.
You
I
didn't hear.
haven't
I'm
heard
talking about. You heard the song when we was on the live the other time that Chloe did too, where AMG Fresh said that they left club, whatever the club was,
Oh.
and some niggas was trying to smoke him. He said. He said Zach saved his life because he didn't even know him. He didn't even know the dude. He
Yeah.
said so. The other dude right now, he's saying literally, he said the nigga Zach overheard them niggas talking about smoking Fresh. Now Fresh is with Zach. So Zach
Mhm.
tells Fresh and T Streets, hey, them niggas said they finna do something. I heard them in the crowd, these group of niggas over there.
Mhm.
AMG Fresh so fucked up, he didn't even hear, he didn't care. He got back on, like Zach said, let's go. AMG Fresh
Mhm.
got back on the stage and we're like, yeah, yeah, and happy birthday to my girl and shit. They started talking shit. Zach snatched him off the stage, was pulling them to the parking lot. Like nigga, what's up, bro? Why we leaving and all that? Zach got angry because the niggas ain't listened to him, and he pulled out his gun and said, "Nigga, you see, I got my gun out. That means it's going down. These niggas." So right then, that's what messed him up because remember you heard him just say he said Zach should have just waited and got to the hundreds to tell him that shit.
Mhm.
Zach sat up there in the parking lot and had to, because these niggas ain't listening. He like, nigga, I'm trying to tell you, I heard these niggas say they finna do something to you, nigga. You gotta go now. And while
Mhm.
he's up there trying to argue with these niggas and get them niggas, because they drunk to understand, them niggas is watching them. And they get in the car, they make it, the girls get in another car. T Streets get his gun out of his car, and they all get in the car with Zach, and they pull off, and they don't know the niggas really. They just hearing some niggas they don't know, and the niggas is right behind them, watching them pull right behind them the whole time.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Like that's simple. Cause look,
Yeah.
they don't know them niggas. You heard him say in the rap, he said he doesn't even know. He don't even know. He said he
Mhm.
don't even know. He said Zach saved his life because Zach told him. Like they was gonna just catch him slipping because he was drunk. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He was gonna drive off he was gonna drive off with his girl and they was gonna get him. But Zach intervened and told him, like, bro, get in the car with
Yeah.
me, bro. These niggas say they finna do you, bro, because you fucked up and everything. And that's
Mhm.
and he made the girls get in the car with with the other girls. So all the girls was in one car. T Streets got in the car with Zach. All the guys got in the car with Zach. They was driving off. That shit went down. T Streets jumped in. T Streets got shot like 4 times, grazed up and shit. He jumped in the car with the girls and took off.
Mhm.
I mean, that's you know what I'm saying. That's from the people that was there. You know what I'm saying.
Mhm.
And it's obvious. So AMG Fresh, they was still beefed out about this shit. Because you know what I'm saying. Because he came back and made a song about it. So he letting you know, letting it be known. Because he said, I wish he said if them niggas really had beef, they should have told me. You see what I'm saying? That's how, like, so he letting it be known it's still up.
Mhm.
And AMG Fresh got killed. Cause so think about this. AMG Fresh don't got nothing to do with the Kenneka Jenkins case.
Yeah.
He got killed too.
Okay. Let me put this on. Yeah. I'll put this in here.
And if you hear what he was saying about T Streets, he said T Streets got killed because even though the streets was saying that T Streets has not the streets, but bloggers and everybody saying T Streets had something to do with it. He said like other people from Zach Block was feeling the same way or some shit, which that's not
Mhm.
true. T Streets didn't have shit to do with it. He's trying to tell everybody what happened and shit, but motherfuckers just not listening. And he said that he hate that shit happened with T Streets because so some people did feel some type of way, like Zach people felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
because T Streets took off and shit. So you know how people come up with their own ideas in mind, and so the fact that T Streets took off and shit. Cause remember T Streets say he hated that he took off, but he had the girls in the car, and he knew Zach was out of there, and it looked like they was finna circle around. So the only thing he could think of was get to safety and shit. So he left Zach there. So Zach people start feeling some type of way about that shit. You feel me?
Right.
So that's why everybody was saying, if you remember, everybody said T Streets had something to do with Zach getting killed. But that's old boy just telling you right now that ain't true.
Yeah.
Like they, and one thing about it is, if if you argue with the person that was there, then I don't. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a person telling you that you can't, that you don't got a dispensary and that you down the street from you or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that you go to every day. Like how can somebody tell you some shit about your life? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, right?
Right.
Well, boy, that's like a motherfucker saying, man, she be lying. She don't even smoke. There's no dispensaries out there where she's at.
Right.
But you know damn well, like what I'm saying, you're gonna be like, man,
Exactly.
because that's why he went ahead and did that interview, because he's like, man, that nigga T Streets got killed behind this dumbass shit when T Streets was one of the nigga that was shooting back for Zach.
Exactly.
T Streets is the only person that shot back. AMG Fresh and that nigga was fucked up in the back seat. He still ain't catching on to what the fuck going on. That's why he said Zach saved his life.
Yeah. He did say that, huh?
He said he was on a couple beans and a bottle and all that shit. He said he was out of there. What's up, Angie BZ? I wish I could play that song though, cause that song was crazy how he laid that shit down, man. I ain't gonna lie, that song was out the chain. I mean, I could play it and just take it out. You know what I'm saying? I actually could play it. I might just do it because I don't know. Well, I feel like I don't have to. I mean, you heard it already, right? So I feel like I shouldn't have to.
You don't have to.
All thing it's gonna do is I gotta fucking take it out. It's just gonna delay my video progress type of shit. But yeah, the nigga told the whole story about this shit, man. And is the nigga that you want to hear, the nigga that, because he survived. You know what I'm saying? Like that's don't you normally get the information from the survivor?
Right.
That's who the police want to talk to, the nigga that survived.
Right.
That's like that nigga survived. He was there. They were shooting at him. But that shit crazy. But like I say, I don't know, man. That shit crazy. I know it like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's what really, because even that's so crazy about it, because Detective Delacova said the same shit. He said he was having problems even investigating the Kenneka Jenkins case because all these fake leads, everybody's trying to connect too much shit to it. He had no time to even to stay on a security guard, because people was telling him that you know what I'm saying, like they were looking at those security guards. They saying to investigate Mike and all these people, and they sold it for $200. He did all his investigation work went into that. The motherfucking security guard and left the country. You feel me? He could have, if he had a little bit more time to investigate the security guard and some of the workers, that probably would have been a little bit led to a little bit more because one of them was slipped up. But he said he was too busy because he said he got the call that the kids sold it for $200. He said they enhanced the audio and listened. They said they was talking about $200 for a parking ticket. So then he got the call about something else. So he went and caught up with Mike and all them at the park. You know, he was investigating the kids. They never investigated the hotel at all because nobody said that they felt like the hotel did anything.
Mhm.
They was just making out all this other
I
shit.
love him. Mhm.
That's why I say that shit right there is just it's really just crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
Can you stop, please?
to even be
Mhm.
putting everything like trying to throw everything like you can't just throw every damn thing into one fucking bucket, my nigga. That shit full already. You know what I'm saying? That shit cool. Like it's damn near they saying like the people want to believe everything in Chicago is happening because of Kenneka Jenkins. Like, come on, man.
Mhm.
I know people ain't really thinking like that, are you? You know what I'm saying? Do people really feel like every single thing that's happening? Them niggas been killing. Them niggas been doing that shit for years before Kenneka. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What? Can you
not
stop, please?
everything that happens has something to do with Kenneka Jenkins.
Ask that boy from Chicago. He said he know everything. I don't see
Hmm?
how everything have to do with her and all that case and all that. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
not every single thing that happened got to do with what happened with her.
Right.
I think her shit was just. I mean, her shit was just more. I mean, you know what her shit was on because you see how it happened. And I ain't never seen no rich folks, orchestrate no crimes with no people they would consider just young thugs. Shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like them niggas was real young and shit. They ain't fucking
Mhm.
working for no fucking Bill Murray. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This ain't allowed in the country club.
Mhm.
They ain't working for no crime. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah.
She said, "Good morning. What time is it out there?"
Where? Right here?
No, I was talking to Angie. She said, "Good morning."
Oh, yeah. What time is it right there?
It's
Where
12.
you at?
That's one.
Oh, she could be where you at. Right?
No, I don't think she. No, she definitely ain't out here.
Oh. Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's 109. Yeah, that's what time it
Yeah. So,
is. Motherfucker,
how
I
long
said,
you gonna stay on here?
this is gonna make me shoot that bitch.
How, how long you gonna stay on here?
Nah. I mean, I really was finna get off here in a second. I ain't gonna be on here much longer.
Oh,
I already got the info that I was trying to get out of it anyway.
right. Because I'm trying to see, like,
I just had to get this out the way because I ain't I don't be going live on Sundays, but I do got some shit. I got some footage that's been deleted that I'm gonna drop, but I'm gonna just do a little video about it. Ain't gonna do no live on it. I'm gonna get straight to the point. It's some footage that you can't find no more on the internet, but it's the shit that had everybody scratching their head. This it's some footage that
you
really
can't show it right now?
nah. I gotta make a separate video about that because you know how some people they gotta just you see what I'm saying like when you want a point, you can't just jumble it into a whole bunch of stuff. Like I gotta just make this plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? Whole like 8 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Video and show this shit because it's like it's some of the footage that really made started a lot of conspiracies because it don't make no sense at all.
Mhm.
And I still can't come up with a logical
Stop.
explanation for
Move.
this footage.
Oh. Yeah.
Somebody had sent that shit to me.
What? Hi. Mm.
What y'all over there doing?
They trying to beat me up.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They trying to jump me.
They
Stop.
trying to jump you down.
So they're gonna get beat up. Stop.
Them kids gonna whoop your ass.
Mhm. They gonna try. Stop.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's funny how you talk about it. When that movie, it spooked you out a little bit.
Yeah.
I like the suspense shit. I like that shit that shit was good to me.
Yeah. It's weird.
See, but that's what I'm saying. The things that you think is
It's
weird,
weird because it be true.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, be
It's the
real.
shit that
That's
be
why it's
actually
like,
happening. That's be happening, and that's why it go over people's head because you think it's weird and you don't think it can happen. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the thing. It's the shit that you think that can't happen or don't happen that be going on. That's why people be getting. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to be when I was younger, running in the streets. I used to be that type of person to think, "Oh no, this ain't can't happen. This ain't yeah." But I got a reality check. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I learned real quick that half the shit you think don't be going on do be going on. You know what I'm saying? It's certain
Don't be
shit I can
crying.
tell you that I ain't gonna sit up here and say on social media at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of motherfuckers be moving different. The norm to somebody else is one thing could be normal for somebody else that ain't normal to you. You know,
Right.
but but one thing I do know about like okay, just the example like as far as this organ harvesting stuff, like what they like how they feel about Kanika is it can be like a big time player can have somebody reach out to a couple of niggas on the streets on the block and be like, "Hey, you want to make some money?"
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All I need y'all to do is do this, and it could be somebody at a high rank and everything. That that's they how people get other people do the dirty work and shit for them, and how just like how just like if you can't find no green, you might drive past a few gas stations because motherfuckers sit up there selling something, right? They be like, shit, because
Right.
as soon as you pull up, they be like, shit, I got some green there. Then bam, you got your green. Like that shit do be so like it don't surprise me that somebody that you fuck around with could tell somebody, hey, nigga, if you know like a girl or two, nigga, you can make 100,000. And we ain't talking about murdering nobody, man. But you know what I'm saying? This is just straight business. Like that type of shit be happening though, which is crazy. That's why they say you can't really you don't know the trust out here, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see that shit happening a lot in a lot of these cases. This shit ain't making sense because you either you're doing when you're doing shit illegally, you have to do it an orthodox illegal way. You get what I'm saying? Like if you doing something illegally, you don't hire no off duty police officers and tell them to do it, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to come to the streets and try to get somebody to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's just like you hit one or two people know that they can make 100,000 off of us some shit. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, for real.
Mhm.
So you saying all I gotta do is get two girls, get them fucked up.
Mhm.
You ain't gonna hurt them or kill them. And you say you just gonna take a little organ that they can live without, and they'll be fine, and I can get paid all this money. They'll be straight. So I
Mhm.
won't get in no trouble or nothing. They'll be straight. They won't even know.
Stop,
Like,
Paris.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They like, yeah, motherfuckers gonna do
Yeah.
that shit. Let's see what it said. Like, the video with her sister said it was her B day. It was on the 6th. Oh yeah. I'm telling you. Niggas be, man, that type of shit be going on. That's why I really don't just run with a lot of people, man, because you fuck around and get caught up in other people's shit just by hanging around them. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, you riding around with a motherfucker and you involved in some shit that you didn't even sign up for. You know what I'm saying?
Ouch.
Yeah, for real, though, for real. But shit, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get up off this thing, man. This is a 4 hour. That's about it. That's
All
good.
right. Well, salute to you, boss. Catch you on the next slide.
Already. Shout out to
All right.
everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Angie Beasy,
All right.
to Maya
Yes,
X.
salute. Shout out to the chat. Thank y'all for showing up for the
Yeah, man.
show. All right.
All right, man. Y'all be easy, man.
All right.
All right.